Well. Sorry about the delay, Dallas Cowboy fans, but I didn't realize that the Dallas Cowboys scrimmage was actually going to be able to be recorded. And so as I'm getting ready to go online, I noticed that play after play after play starts getting dropped. And so I didn't want to miss a play, or I didn't want to have to go all the way back and get the plays of the day to bring them to you later on. So I delayed and decided to get the plays of the day. And when I tell you it was some crazy plays of the day, it really wasn't the plays of the day. It was the fights of the day, because the New Orleans Saints, I don't know what in the world did Kellen Moore tell his football team, but they chose violence today rather than playing football. But I'll tell you this, the Cowboys not only matched that energy, the Cowboys exceeded that injury, exceeded that energy. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Let's try this on today. It is that time, Cowboys Nation.
Yo, G, bless 'em.
Let's go! Cowboys Nation, oh my gosh, we are on our way. We are on our way to the regular season. The intensity is increasing. This Cowboys team, they are ready to play. And they are taking no prisoners, and they are taking no mess. I am excited about what we're seeing from the Dallas Cowboys. They're not putting over any junk. They are not putting over any junk, even though the Saints brought a whole lot of junk today. So, this is going to be our show for the day, and the show is packed. It is absolutely packed. Brandy, I had to make sure I do the show in the regular hours, because I don't want to leave out the people who show up in the regular hours, because everybody can't stay up like us, Brandy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't stay up like us. So, here we are. Today, we're going to start this thing off with a bang. We are going with the Saints scrimmage. This thing was crazy today, man. This Saints scrimmage was crazy. Then, we're going to listen to the Von Miller press conference. A lot of interesting things with the Von Miller press conference. I haven't listened to it, but I know it's interesting. We're going to check that out. Then we're going to kind of check out all of the Von Miller talk, from around the way today. There's been a little bit more Von Miller talk. So we're going to listen to some people talk about Von Miller. We're also going to listen to some people talk about the Cowboys defense and what it's going to need to do to help the Cowboys get to where it needs to get. Then, man, this happened 2 weeks ago. But I'm telling you this doggone dude, Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman won't stop hating on the Cowboys. Troy Aikman won't stop hating on the Cowboys. What in the world? Then, Nick Harris. Nick Harris has a podcast, and him and, I forget the guy's name, they were doing a Dallas Cowboys preview. And then we're going to get the quick hits of the day. And then, thank y'all, Cowboys Nation. I'm literally going to start not only a section, I'm going to create every single day if possible the memes of the day that applies to the Dallas Cowboys. Boy, Cowboys Nation trips me out with these memes. So we gonna do it. Hey, Queen, you like that new music? Hey, that's actually not new. That's something I made a long time ago. I'll let that roll again. I'm gonna hit that, and then also, I'm gonna let my Pimp C. I had a Pimp C type song I made a couple of years ago. I think we're gonna play that. Let's see if we can get that roll call in real quick. See if we get that roll call in on the Pimp C on that Pimp C beat. Anybody from the South know about Pimp C? Let's get it. Oh yeah, let's see who was in the chat today. Tommy Solo, what is going on, Tommy Solo? Good to see you. Mose Logan, what's going on? He said Vaughn gonna break that record here in Dallas this year. Man, Vaughn gonna ball out. What's going on, Tommy Solo? I got Tommy Solo and Tommy Solo. Okay, on both of these Tommy Solo. What is going on? All right. Mose Logan, what's going on? Man, I saw where somebody is bringing in Diggs for a tryout. I think it's the Seattle Seahawks. Thomas Gold Rain, what's going on, Gold Rain? The Queen, what's going on, Queen? Mixed Matrix, what's going on? We back again. I told you, Mixed Matrix. You bona fide over here. What's going on? Good to see you. Andre Johnson, what's going on? Blaine, what is going on? Good to see you. Always Cowboys, what is going on? Dolores Ennis is in the building. What up, Dolores? Good to see you. Edward Frazier in the building. What up, Edward Frazier? Poopy D in here. What's going on, Poopy D? Everett, what's going on, Everett? Tatiana, what is going on? Good to see you. Braves Cowboys, what is going on? Yeah, man, Michael tripping, but if you think Michael tripping, Troy tripping too. What's going on, Derek Jones? Demetrius Noel, always good to see you. What is going on? Yeah, I had to push back Demetrius Noel because of what of the Cowboys scrimmage. We them boys, what's going on? Terry Tatum, what's going on? Dudley in the building, what's going on? Somewhere, I almost missed you, Katharina. I almost missed you, but I can't. Katharina Kiss in the building, what's going on, Katharina Kiss? Terry Tatum, man, I'm late again, man. I'm sorry, I have things I have to do. What is going on, John Henry? But this time I was late because I had to get y'all to business, man. What up, Countryfield? What is going on? All right, let me make sure. You said you can't hear me. Okay, hold on. All right, I think y'all can hear me. What's going on? All right. Poopy D, again, got my back. What's going on up in here? All right, Big Mouse Dog in the building. Hey, Big Mouse Dog, boy, we had a great time last night. I'm glad you caught it on the replay. Boy, we had a great show last night, man. What's going on, Robert Dudley? Man, hey, we gonna keep doing Cowboys After Dark, man. I mean, we're gonna own that time slot over here, Cowboys Nation. We are going to continue Cowboys After Dark. I've already talked to my wife about it. We gonna own Cowboys After Dark in that whole time slot for the people who work late at night. Nisi, I had to come back today, Nisi, because I can't do Cowboys After Dark because I know you ain't gonna be on there. So I had to make sure I got it in the daytime. What's going on, Nisi? Good to see you. What's going on? I am him. Let's go. Hey, let's bring that first beat back. Oh yeah, let's bring that first beat back. I know y'all dancing over there on this first beat. I know it. What's going on, Carl Williams? Mr. Get Dirty in the building. Jabril Quinn, my man in the building. Will the Ford. Man, that practice was way more than physical. That thing was a wrestling match. What's going on, Davey Wallace? Good to see you. What's going on? Yeah, Miss Matrix, yeah. Matrix said they can't hang. We be cutting up late as a bug. You ain't playing. Yeah, we be cutting up on late night. We be cutting up. Ty Howard, what's going on? Hey, Queen, I just brought it back for you. I brought that music back for you. What's going on, James Bowie? In the building, what's going on? Yeah, he said representing for the best channel on YouTube. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let's get this thing going. Rolling the boys. What's going on, Darren Wiley? Good to see you in here. Gregory Davis, what up? Good to see you. Thomas Gold Rain, what up, Gold Rain? All right. What's going on, everybody? Big Dubs, what's going on, Big Dubs? Kate Choice, Mike T, what's going on? Man, good to see y'all on this Cowboys Tuesday. Cowboys own every day now. Well, the Lord owns every day. But as it applies to the sports world, Cowboys own everything. What's going on, you dig? Good to see you. Lord Nova, what's going on? Good to see you. Football fanatic, what's going on? What's going on? All right. All right, I think I got the audio fixed, Catherine, the kids. If not, do that, what's it called? A reload. What's going on? Yeah, glad to see you too, Terry Tatum. All right. Daryl Pierce, what is going on? Yamar, what up, Yamar? What's going on? Yeah, Lord Nova had to bring back some more beats. The Queen said I was late, but enjoyed what I called. Yeah, I can do the Big Q dance. Okay, I'm about to send you a link one of these days to let you do it for us on the show. What up, James Bowie? Good to see you. All right. Is it Tatiana's birthday? Happy birthday, Tatiana. What is going on? Happy birthday, Tatiana. Tatiana, if you want to now, feel free. Tatiana, feel free to throw your Cash App link in the chat. We ain't calling it spamming. You can throw your Cash App right there in the chat. Maybe some folks will pin a $5 bill on your Cash App. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. What's going on, Washington? All right, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Give yourselves a hand. Best chat on YouTube. Man, let's get into this conversation. Yeah, you always welcome, Tatiana. Throw your Cash App down there in the chat. We got you over here. We got you. Throw your Cash App in there. I'm telling y'all right now, you know, people keep leaving me on red. I ain't tripping on it. I sent something to Nicole Hutchinson today. I don't know. Darren Posey, I thought about you when I hit Nicole Hutchinson in the DMs. I thought about you, Darren Posey. And I told her, you know, I'd like for her to come over here to do some work. And Darren Posey, I already warned her about you and some others that she got some big fans over here. And there may be some, you know, there may be a couple of comments in the chat section if she decide to come over here. So we're going to see if she leave me on red. But if she do decide to come over here and do a show with us, one of the ways maybe we can get her to do something over here is we get her to put her Cash App in the chat. And we can send some cash apps her way. You know, the kind of, you know, the labor is always worthy of their money. Amen. Amen. Brandy said, don't check the comments, Nicole. I already warned her if she come over here. I don't know if she come. All right. Hey, there will be blood. Don't worry. By that first game, I'm going to have my cowboy hat. Don't you worry. Doomsday said, gee, this defensive line won today. Let me tell y'all something. This team is tough now. Yeah, this team is tough. That was my takeaway from the day. Man, this team is tough, man. This team ain't putting up with no bull jump. Blaine, appreciate you being back. Let me tell you something, man. This team ain't putting up with no bull jump. They are not putting up with any bull jump. So, hey, let me tell you something, Yamar. They were not questionable. That wide receiver for the Saints was cooking. Yamar, he was cooking. What's his name? I got a few catches from him. Don't worry. I made sure I put him on there. What's his name? Like Olavier or Olive or whatever? Shoo. That dude was cooking. He was the one that was cooking. Man, Cowboys had no answer for him. That dude was, he was cooking, man. He was cooking. But I'm glad that we had that scrimmage because we needed that type of scrimmage. Not the fights and all of that, even though it kind of tested some of the toughness of the team. But That dude Olave or Olive or whatever it is, shoot, he was cooking, man. That boy was cooking. Yeah, his name is something like Chris Olave or Olive or Olave, right? We them boys? Shoot. Boy, that boy was cooking. What up, Bazzy9? What up, Bazzy9 in the building? Tatiana, we still waiting on your Cash App unless you're afraid to put your Cash App in there. I don't know, Tatiana. I ain't hating on you. Maybe you don't want your Cash App out there. Somebody might be sending some Cash Apps you don't want. So I ain't hating on you. Yeah. Nisa said this team even got Mingo talking trash in the preseason. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to you, Countryfield. Feel free if you want to throw your Cash App in there, man. All right, man, let's get on over here and start looking at these plays of the day. I got so many plays of the day. It is insanity from this doggone scrimmage. And it is crazy at how many of these clips were actually fights. So many of these clips were actually fights. It's crazy. All right, man, let me get on over to the plays. Boy, we got a bunch of them today. So y'all get ready, man. This section right here, my gosh, this section is probably going to be at least 1 hour today. I'll try to keep it going as smooth as we can. All right, let me load up. I got me some new sound effects loaded up today. Let's run a test on these sound effects real quick. I got me a new laugh in the building. Let's see. All right, got that right there.
The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Yeah, I had to go get me a new telling the truth button. All right, let me make sure. So I got that together today.
The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
All right, we got it going then. Let's see here. All right. Y'all seem to like this beat so much. We're going to load this beat up as we watch the plays of the day. Let's get on over here as we watch the plays of the day. Oh, yeah. Since y'all like this beat, today, I could not tell you how excited I was when I saw Von Miller in a number. Is that Von Miller? In that number 40 jersey? Did he take that jersey? Did he take that jersey from Hunter Leupke? Did he take that jersey? Katharina Kiss, some of the video. Now, what are you on, Katharina? All right, Katharina, you're on the actual vertical screen. All right, hold on. Let me give you some. Hold on. You know what, Nisi? I have got to get my own sound effects about that. What? You are not lying. You are not lying. All right, hold on a second. Let me put this in the chat for Katharina Kiss. Katharina Kiss, I'm gonna put the horizontal because Miss Matrix already said she can't stand that vertical view. So I want to put that. I want to put the option in the chat so that anybody who wants to switch over, so you can see all of the highlights. Let me put this vertical chat in there. I mean, this vertical, not vertical, horizontal. All right, I'm throwing the horizontal in the chat. All right. So now if you want the horizontal, you can click on that link. One of those two links, if not both, but one of those will get you the regular thing there, Katharina Kiss. Hope that helps. All right. Man, when I saw Von Miller walk out here today, oh my gosh. When I saw Von Miller walk out here today, man, I was so excited. Von Miller today, putting in work. Cowboys decided to kind of work him in slow, but he's out there working out, getting himself kind of up to speed in football shape. I got you, Terry Tatum, book it. I got you, okay. Rashawn Gary over here bobbing to my beat. I see you, Rashawn Gary. Okay, thank you, There Will Be Blood, for that pronunciation. Man, y'all be helping me out so much, man. There Will Be Blood said, gee, the last name is Olave. Appreciate you. Olave. I got you. Again, man, I was so excited. So excited, man. Von Miller out here, man. All right, y'all. Tatiana's Cash App is in the link. Is in the chat. Tatiana has put her Cash App in the chat. Appreciate you, Tatiana. Hold on a second. Tatiana has put her Cash App in the chat. If y'all would like to send Tatiana something, feel free to do so. I'm pretty sure she won't mind. All right. Von Miller today didn't get a chance to get on the field, but again, working out with BT Jordan. Absolutely love it. Working out with BT Jordan. Yeah. You know, Brandy, I don't know if he necessarily got deboed, but Von Miller told a joke that he would give him a lifetime supply of his chicken. I don't know about y'all. If he told me he was gonna give me a lifetime supply of organic chicken, shoot, he wouldn't have to ask me twice. He wouldn't have to ask me twice. Shoot, I'd have threw him that jersey for chicken for life. Shoot, it's on, bro. It's on. Say the word. Say the word. Say the word, bro. Say the word. All right. We saw the Cowboys also, the defensive backs. They called this popping pads. They were doing some pad popping. Oh, Edward Frazier. Olave was cooking anybody on him. He didn't care who it was. Flour, grease, and the Cowboys secondary. He was cooking. They had no answer for him. But he is an elite wide receiver. Yeah, Cowboys defensive backs getting a little work there. All right. Ty Smith, Guyton getting in some work. Yeah, Ty Smith and Guyton getting in some work. Like it. All right. Now we about to hit some of these plays. Man, Cowboys are on fire today, man. In spite of everything that was going on, the Cowboys were on fire. Let me see here. This is Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott running into the room or running onto the field. Yeah, Rain Dakota Prescott there. I got this also from Calvin Watkins had something to say about the practice today. He said the Cowboys getting penalized in the joint practice, special teams again. Just like in Seattle, Marquise Bell flagged for hands to the face. The Cowboys have got to work on these penalties. Marcus Moncherio, it's like you came in right on time. Marcus Moncherio said the lack of discipline I keep seeing does not lead me to believe anything is going to change this year from a penalty standpoint. Well, Calvin Watkins just kind of mentioned that. Yeah. Cowboys have got to fix that penalty issue. All right. Next up. Oh, man, I'll show y'all this later on. This is George Pickens. That's actually not a play there.
Yo, G, bless him.
All right. Now, it looks like one of the opening plays. I don't know if it was the opening play, but I don't know if it was the opening play, but one of the very first plays of the day, Dak Prescott got picked off. Now, I want to show y'all something. We're going to have a conversation about this later on. Let me put a reminder to myself. We're going to have a conversation about this later on. Does anybody notice who that interception is thrown in the direction of? Anybody notice who that wide receiver is? I want you to look at the effort after that interception is thrown. Look at the effort. Anybody see anything wrong with this? Now, y'all see who that wide receiver is. Now, watch the effort after the interception. Look at this. Brandy, I think this was actually the first play that a lot of people, I saw this was the first play posted. So it had to be somewhere within the first 5 plays. Again, look who this interception is thrown in the direction in. Look at this. Now watch his effort after the interception. I don't know what's going on. Patrick Walker pointed this out. Even CD Lamb posted this out. What's going on with CD Lamb in this training camp? What's going on with CD Lamb? People are talking about the intensity isn't there. What is going on with CD Lamb? Where's the intensity? Even when you look at some of the passes that are thrown in Lamb's direction, there seems to be a lack of effort on CD Lamb's part this year. What is going on with CD Lamb? And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned. And if you notice anything about this camp, I'm just telling y'all the truth. George Pickens is having the best camp of not just the wide receivers. George Pickens is having the best camp of the Dallas Cowboys. The only one that's even coming close is Savon Revel Jr. You know, you got guys who are doing good things like Caleb Downs. There's a lot of guys having camps. George Pickens is having an elite level camp. Something's going on with CeeDee Lamb, y'all. Something is going on with CeeDee Lamb. I don't know what it is. Something's going on with CeeDee Lamb. We're going to talk about it more later. Next up, this was all day long, y'all. This was all day long. Javonte Williams gets thrown on the ground and the fight begins. I don't know what Kellen Moore told his football team. I don't know what he told them. They chose violence today. They said if you can't beat them up. They said if you can't beat them up. They were literally trying to fight the Cowboys all day long. All day long. I don't understand it. They had 10 plus fights today, I believe. 10 plus fights. And some of these things got pretty crazy. That was courtesy of Nick Harris right there. You just had a bunch of this going on. Meanwhile, while CeeDee Lamb, I don't know what's going on with CeeDee Lamb. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott is eating with George Pickens. Look at this. Dak to George Pickens. Look at this. Bam! What? What? Dak is telling us right now, when nobody is open, I'm throwing it to George Pickens. If nobody is open, I'm throwing it to George Pickens. Bottom line. Yeah. George Pickens has earned the trust of Dak Prescott. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw it. I'm throwing it to George Pickens. Oh yeah. And GP has been box office. He has been box office. Nah, football fanatic. Something is wrong with Lamb, bro. Oh, wait a minute. You said Pickens is just getting better. Football fanatic, man. I think something's wrong with him too. I really do. I think something's wrong with him. He even said himself he's not having his best camp. Well, is there something you can do about that? Is there something you can do about that? But I also think what we may be watching, and Football Fanatic, maybe you're right on this perspective. I think at the end of the day, George Pickens is probably going to be the primary receiver this year. George Pickens is probably going to be the primary receiver. For real. I think George is going to be the primary receiver. That don't mean that CeeDee Lamb is not going to get 12 or 1,300 yards. But because George Pickens can do stuff like this is probably why George Pickens is going to be the main receiver this year. I'm telling y'all, George Pickens is having an incredible camp. Incredible camp. Okay, so Quentin Scott, so are y'all being serious? You said CeeDee Lamb is having some issues off the field. Interesting. I haven't heard anything about that. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Mo Dizzle, he's been having a couple of these days. He's been having more than just this day of not being his day. Brandy, you said who was Von Miller's girlfriend? Brandy, I'm not going to show you Von Miller's girlfriend. But Von Miller's had a couple of issues with his girlfriend back in the day. It looks like they're back fine again. I can't believe you haven't seen Von Miller's girlfriend. I can't believe you hadn't seen Von Miller's girlfriend. Longtime girlfriend, but I think they've gotten, there was something out there a few years ago, but yeah, her and Von Miller, I think they're doing good. One thing about Von Miller, he seems to handle his business, so no problem there. Let me show you George Pickens again. George Pickens. Look at this. Now, this one was a miss. I'm sorry, this one was a miss. Good coverage on the defensive player's behalf. He didn't let George get back inside. So that was a very good play. Yeah, very good play. This is Dak Prescott to Pickens again. Dak and Pickens were cooking today. Curl route, I believe, there. Yeah, Dak and Pickens were cooking today, man. Yeah, they were absolutely cooking. This is this is Quinnen Williams. Let's see. This is courtesy of Patrick Walker. This is Quinnen Williams in the middle right there. Taking on, yeah. Just threw the guy off of him. Yeah. Wrong sound effect. Hold on, I gotta get the memory. Now, some of y'all might be too young to remember this sound effect. This is from the Bionic Man. Anybody remember the $6 Million Man? We're gonna be using this for a little while. This is Quinnen Williams right there in the middle. Thank you, Patrick Walker, for the slow motion. Watch Quinnen Williams right here at the point of attack. Boy, this dude Quinnen Williams. Boy, this dude Quinnen Williams, man. Let's watch that one more time. That boy Q, double team. Sees the running back. Throw them boys off of him. Yeah, that boy Q, man. That boy Q. All right, Javonte Williams. Nice little run by Javonte Williams here. Courtesy of Sleeper Cowboys. Yeah, nice little run there. All right. Man, Joe Milton to Jonathan Mingo. Joe Milton to Jonathan Mingo. I like that, but Mingo, boy, you are fighting an uphill battle. Boy, hey, there will be blood. You ain't lying, boy. Lee Majors in the 70s was it. All right, and then here we go. This was all day long, courtesy of Calvin Watkins. It was all day long, Cowboys Nation. All day long. Scuffle after scuffle after scuffle. I don't know what Kellen Moore told his squad. I don't know what he told them. But, man, that is crazy. Nietzsche said if you go add that $6 million man sound effect, that's some Batman and Robin. You know what? I may have to get that. I'm going to see if I can find it. This is crazy. Just fight after fight after fight today. This is Reddy Stewart. Man, Brian Schottenheimer was really talking up Reddy Stewart. It's crazy work. Reddy Stewart on the interception. Okay, this was the wrong play. Let me see. Okay, that was Reddy Stewart coming up for the run. That's what it was. Reddy Stewart coming up for the run. Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah. This Cowboys defensive backs, man, they've been playing pretty good this year. Looks like we had a couple of injuries today on both sides here. Okay, so looks like we got 2 number 40s on the team. Looks like Hunter Leupke is wearing number 40. And Alvin Kamara, he's leaving the field. They both had look like some minor injuries. So they're both off the field. They're both off the field. Derrick Rose said they're not fighting during the scrimmage. He said they're inviting each other for dinner. That's a heck of a way to invite each other over, boy. Ooh-wee. Boy, they was tripping, man. What's up? Hey, Darren said testosterone building up. Yeah, everybody's ready to get out of these camps. They're ready to play some football. Yeah, they're ready to play some football. All right, let's check out Tyler Guyton here. Okay, that was a run play, but let's see what Guyton did on that play. Somebody pointed it out. Let's see. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Did y'all see Guyton? Oh, I saw it right there. Oh, yeah. Guyton drove it. Yeah, I saw that. Guyton drove it. All right. We got a bunch more. Let me close some of these windows out. We got a bunch more. Man, they had more plays today than they have even during the practice days, man. Bunch of plays today. Bunch of plays. All right. This right here was Michael Irvin and his film crew. Michael Irvin dapping up CeeDee Lamb. Man, Michael Irvin looked like he can still play. Michael Irvin looked like he can still play. Hey, 411 Shirley. You know you always welcome. What's going on? Welcome to the congregation today, Shirley. Good to see you. What up, Gwen Bowden? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Gwen says that CD isn't having any off-the-field issues, but I will say Thunder and Lightning is ready to roll, and this offense and defense been looking good. Yeah. Who knows what it is, but, there's been some people mentioning that he just hasn't had the same intensity. All right, this is Wood. Let me see here. This is courtesy of Joseph Hoyt. He got a stiff arm on Wood the previous play, and then Wood came back and I guess lowered the wood on him. Let's see here what they're talking about. I guess it's this wide receiver, number 19. Yeah, number 32. Yeah, it looked like number 32 came through with violence. Yeah, he came through with violence right there. Yeah, he came through with violence right there. Y'all see number 32 right here? He came through with violence. Yeah, I guess he came through with a little bit of violence. Man, these Cowboys ain't playing, man. All the way down to the guys trying to make the team. This is courtesy of Voch Lombardi. Voch Lombardi, shout out to Voch. Voch Lombardi dropped what's called offensive line picks or offensive line packs, just showing us how the offensive line is blocking. So this is Terrence Steele out here. See what he's doing? Oh! Oh my gosh. He went right around Terrence Steele. Look at this. Oh my gosh. What's going on, Erg folks? This is crazy. I wonder what Voch Lombardi said about this. What in the cup? What in the world? Let's see what the next play look like. Come on, Terrence Steele. What in the world, bro? All right, this is a different angle. Let's see what happens over here. Oh my God, he almost got pushed back into Dak Prescott right here. Come on, Terrence Steele. You about to get Dak Prescott ran over, bro. God. Come on, man. Come on, man. Right, X-Fan, Edward said steal his cheeks and has been for years. We need to get rid of him. Right, X-Fan said the return of Terrence Aluminum. Boy, man, everybody running around this joint talking about Max Crosby. I'm telling y'all, we need to be thinking about somebody like Taylor Decker, man. Oh my gosh. This dude is... Cowboys can't tell me they're not seeing this. The Cowboys can't. Let's see. So you can look at this. There's no way the Cowboys are telling us they can't see this. What? Man, this dude would have got pushed right into Dak Prescott's lap, man. Right into Dak Prescott's lap. All right. Voch Lombardi again. Voch Lombardi with another offensive line pack. Let's see what we're looking at right here. See if we can spot anything. Looks pretty good right there. It looks like a run play. They stopped that though. Is that Jason Corbin maybe? Number 20? Yeah, they stopped that one. Boy, I'm sorry, I didn't get this one today. I didn't see this one. Oh boy, that's funny, man. All right, let's look at the next play. See if we see anything. Oh my gosh. Who is that came in from the outside? Looks like somewhat of a missed assignment, maybe? This guy came in. He comes in right over here. Let's watch this again. He comes unblocked. This is the guy right here. I don't know if this is a missed assignment or what, but he just comes in untouched. Look, kind of a delay. Untouched. And comes in and lights up. Yeah, who was that? Jaden Blue, maybe? No, that's 30. Oh, that's Javonte. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that run play is. That joint ain't working. That run play right there is not working. Offensive line got smashed a little bit on that one. All right, this is offensive line part 3. Shout out to Voch Lombardi. Let's see what we can see here. Pitch. Oh, again. again. They snuffed that pitch out. Looks like they lined up a tight end out here. That's what, 87? That's Brevin Spann Ford. Put him in motion, lined him up to the left, so they got an extra man on the end. Quick pitch to Javonte, and it don't work. Ooh. Ooh. Blew that up. Yeah, blew that up, Cowboys Nation. Blew that up. All right, blew that up. Shoot. Hey, I agree with Tatiana. It's Tatiana's birthday. Get those likes up. Yeah. Let's get those likes up. 314 watching. Let's get it up to 200 in the next 5 minutes. Let's go. Man, this offensive line, hey, Saints chose violence today, y'all. See what the next thing is here. All right, another look at the offensive line. Oh, that was a nice play. They fooled the cameraman on this play. Look at this. Oh, what a play fake. Nice. That was a heck of a play fake by Dak Prescott. I thought he handed it off. That was nice right there, man. Let's watch that one more time. This was nice. Fooled me the first time. Oh, that was nice. That was nice right there. What up, Lynn? Okay, Lynn, you said Adams is doing the play calling? Okay, no hate on Adams, but that's kind of explaining some things to me now. You know, Lynn, maybe, just maybe, I could be wrong. Maybe CeeDee Lamb don't like when Clayton Adams calls plays. We already heard Clayton Adams say he needs to know where CeeDee Lamb is at the point of attack. Maybe he's not liking Clayton Adams' play calling. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So, you know, speculation, but all right, let's see what Dak is doing here. Drop back. That was, man, that's too much traffic around Dak Prescott. That was that play from earlier. Todd Booker pushed the man off there. That was good, but Terrence Steele got ran again back in the backfield. Don't really like that. All right, let's see another play of another angle. Man, they are all around the... Man, this is dangerous right here. They are all around the feet of Dak Prescott. What is this? Oh my God. What? Man, I can't even believe they tolerated this. That is crazy work. I mean, is that Ty Booker on the ground? Looks like they ran somewhat of a stunt. Oh my gosh. Whew. What up, Bernard Fields? Oh my gosh. Man, I don't care what anybody say. Tell me anything you want to about doggone Max Crosby. No, the Cowboys need to be thinking about their offensive line, man. They need to be thinking about their offensive line. Oh my gosh. Nisi said Steele never healed from that injury and he was overpaid for one good season. Move on from him and get some help on that side. Yeah, I agree. Hold on, I'm trying to get my memory right. Nisi.
The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Yeah, Nisi. Yeah, Nisi. The lie detector determined you telling the truth. Yeah, we need to move on from Steele or do something because I am telling us something is going on. Teron Williams, what's going on? Primer Rage, what's going on? Primer Rage, he said we don't have a line. We got a good triangle of Booker, BB, and Smith. We got some questions to tackle, man. 70s fan, bro, they were all at the feet of Dak Prescott, man. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised they let him get that close. And I don't know what happened today, but Dak Prescott was not happy about something. I don't know what this was. but Dak was not happy. Let's see if we can get some sound on that. Hold on a second. I want to see if we can get some sound on this. Something was going on this play. Dak is furious. I don't really know what's going on, but Dak is furious. Yeah, Dak. Hey, man, Dak, hey. Man, Dak chose violence, bro. Dak chose violence. I don't know what's going on this play, but Dak chose violence. And he's pointing at something that happened out there. I don't know what it is, but Dak chose violence, y'all. Shoot, Dak chose violence, man. Dak looked like he was ready to throw some hands. Shoot, Dak braver than me. Oh, shoot, he braver than me. Walking up on Chase Young like that. Shoot. Let me see if we can get some sound effects here. Let me see what's going on. Maybe it wasn't nothing bad. Maybe it wasn't nothing bad. Why X-Man said he told him he not Kirk Cousins, bro. He must have told him something. When Scott said he ain't Dak around. I don't know what the deal is. But it looked like Dak chose violence when you look at the when you look at the walk up, man, Dak chose violence, bruh. Dak chose violence. I don't know what Chase Young did, but Dak chose violence. These scuffles today were crazy, man. These scuffles were crazy today. I don't know what Kellen Moore told his team. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I'm choosing to believe that Dak Prescott isn't starting these fights, or the Dallas Cowboys aren't starting these fights. And even looking at some of them, it looks like basically the Saints were doing some stuff they were not supposed to be doing. But it was chippy all day long, man. It was chippy. It absolutely was. Brady said, I think they cool, G. It was one of their players. Yeah, something was going on out there. Yeah, something's going on. Gerald Jackson said it appears Dak doesn't like the urgency of the Cowboys or possibly dirty plays by the Saints. Well, I can tell you this, the Saints were tripping all day, bruh. Saints were tripping all day. Blaine, Terrence, you know the crazy part is, Blaine? Tyler Guyton played right tackle almost all of his college career. Almost all of his college career. And not only do you draft him, but you then want to put him at the left and let him have to learn all that. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Yeah, hey, Catherine the Kiss, you're right. It was violence all day out there. It was. It was violence all day out there. All right, let's get to the next plays here. There's one player for the Cowboys. He has been having a great camp, but I don't think he had an answer for Chris Olave. Shoot, Chris Olave, this boy was out here. This boy was out here showing everybody why he got paid. He was out here showing everybody why he got paid. Chris Olave was cooking. Shoot, he was cooking. And I don't think this is bad coverage. Olave cooking. Shoot. Man, Revel was right there. cooking, man. What's going on, Philadelphia Cowboy? Man, he was cooking. I'm gonna show you some more stuff on him later on. That boy was cooking. Another fight. Somebody threw a Cowboys helmet. Man. I'm gonna tell you what I like though about this. I don't like the fighting, but I like the fact that the Cowboys were not going to allow the Saints to just be up in here doing what they wanted to do. Cowboys said, we ain't putting up with this mess. Shoot. Boys said, we ain't putting up with this mess, man. Shoot. Boys wasn't playing. Boys wasn't playing. I'm just telling y'all, the boys wasn't playing. Yeah, Poopy D. That's the part I like right there. Shoot. We need to stop being pushed around. When Cowboys said we ain't getting pushed around. Boy, Cowboys wasn't playing. This is Patrick Walker. Justin Barron on the play. Man, the Cowboys got some big decisions to make at linebacker. I mean, right now, they may literally have to make a decision between Shamar James and Justin Barron. And Justin Barron is having a great camp. Oh, that was nice by Justin Barron. That was nice by Justin Barron. Justin Barron, swing move on the would-be blocker. Swim moved him and went right to the point of attack. Let's watch that again. Always appreciate Patrick Walker with that slow motion. This was a great play. Cowboys ain't letting go. I don't believe they are. Oh, this was nice right here, bro. Reads the play, doesn't step up too fast. Right here. Oh! Yes, sir, Barron. Yes, sir. Justin Barron, that's a great play. I'm going to tell us right now, Cavonte Turpin heard us talking about him. And Cavonte Turpin had a very good practice today. Very good practice today. Yeah, Turpin he's actually had back-to-back. Caught that big bomb from Dak yesterday, and Turpin, I think, did a couple things today, too. I want to see Turpin get back to more of being the great returner that he was. Yeah, I want to see him get back to doing this right here.
Yo, G, bless him.
Stop playing 32. He shook you out your boots, bruh. Turpin shook you out your boots. Right? Oh. It's over. He shook you. Now he'd have got hit by 79, but he shook 32 out of his boots. Yeah, Turpin has put together back-to-back days, y'all. Camden Brown. I think the Cowboys are trying to get Camden Brown ready for making the team. They're trying to get him to field punts out there. That was a muffed punt though, but thankfully it got a good bounce. He wouldn't have bounced like this on turf, though. Yeah, that was a good bounce. He got it. But I believe the Cowboys are preparing to use Camden Brown. All right, this play right here, courtesy of Nick Harris. A would-be sack by Malachi Lawrence. Let's check this out. Oh, yeah. It's over, bro. It's over. You'd have woke up on the sideline. Yeah, Malachi Lawrence shot through. Look at that. Oh! Boy, Malachi Lawrence left number 75 standing up. Watch it again. Look at Malachi. Oh! It's over, bro. Malachi Lawrence. Malachi left that boy standing. Oh, yeah, he left that boy standing, boy. He left that boy standing. I like that about Malachi Lawrence. All right. And then again, another scuffle. I mean, this was all day long, Cowboys Nation. All day long. All day long. We saw that one earlier, and this is Dak Prescott again. Don't know what was going on with that. Let's see if this is a different one. Patrick Walker, I wanted to read this to us. Patrick Walker, let me see if I can get it on screen. Patrick Walker said, we're up to 5 skirmishes in the Cowboys versus Saints joint practice. 5. This was like not even midway through. Not even midway through, Cowboys Nation. It was crazy over there today. All right, another play by Reddy Stewart. Another play by Reddy Stewart. Check him out. Somebody called Reddy Stewart saying that he is, I forgot our ex-cornerback name, but they're saying that he is the replacement for him now. Jordan Lewis. I'm struggling with that now. I don't know about you, Poopy D. I ain't ready to call Reddy Stewart Jordan Lewis's replacement. I ain't ready for that yet. See, oh, that's a sack. That was the sack, I believe, by Malachi Lawrence. Or whoever, I think that's who that is, right? And that's not even, that's a different play. Can't see who that is on the sack. The result of this is an interception, but it would have actually been a sack. Right there. Yeah, that was a sack. Yeah, I think that's Malachi Lawrence. Okay. All right, and then we got another fight. Another fight. These things were crazy, man. Oh my God. This stuff was crazy. Oh my gosh, this was crazy today, man. Yeah, I don't know about that 70s fan show. I'm with you. Okay, you said that's Isaiah Land, Yamar. Okay, Isaiah Land. Man, Cowboys defense about their business, bro. Shoot, Cowboys defense about their business. All right, let me see who this was. I can't remember who this was. This was courtesy of Nick Harris. Okay, this is what he said about Rashawn Gary. Nick Harris said today, Rashawn Gary has 2 sacks so far in the second team period. 2 sacks in the second team period. At this point of the day, Patrick Walker says, the Cowboys were up to 6, and then he said, never mind 7 by the time that he typed this. And punches were thrown by several players in the 6th one. And he said, in this scrimmage now. In this scrimmage now. It was crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't know what. It's crazy. Just fight after fight after fight. Vontae Lombardi said, Guyton just drove Chase Young a good little bit to the ground and started another fight. Look, wait. Look at this meme, y'all. Woo, boy, I didn't even get this one. I didn't even see this one earlier today. Guyton and Easy at any chance. Guyton and Easy at any given chance. Crazy. Boy, this is crazy, boy. Boy, this is crazy out here today, man. This is crazy out here today. Fight number 7. Fight number 7, boy. It was crazy. Man, it was mayhem out there today, man. It was mayhem today. Absolute mayhem today, Cowboys Nation. Absolute mayhem. All right, let's see. This is Donovan Ezeraku. Donovan Ezeraku actually got through out today. Let me see. Miss Matrix. Miss Matrix said, oh, that was Patrick Walker. Miss Matrix said, who said ended? They were fighting, but were they playing football? I mean, it's a bunch of dudes. What they expect? Yeah, Miss Matrix, they were mixing it up. They were mixing it up out there. Hey, Demetrius Noel, you ain't lying. Kellen Moore came to fight, forget the scrimmage. Kellen Moore must have told his team, we ain't losing today. He must have told them, boy. Hey, Ryan fan, boy, you ain't lying, boy. Pancakes for everyone on that old line today. Boy, yeah, hey. You ain't lying, boy. Boy, they chose violence, man. And this is the funny part. Look at this. In this fight, do y'all notice something? It's Donovan Ezeraku against the entire New Orleans Saints team. Donovan Ezeraku is... Boy, Donovan Ezeraku is different, man. Look at this. This is Donovan Ezeraku. What? Donovan Ezeraku out here fighting the entire New Orleans Saints team. Boy, Marcus Macherio, you ain't lying, boy. He said the Saints brought back bounty games. Boy, this is crazy work, bro. Man, Donovan Ezeraku said, I'm not even waiting for my team to come over. I'm throwing hands. Oh, man. Oh, wee. Shoot, Tatiana said, that's what I said. G Ware was his backup. Shoot, he said, I ain't waiting on no backup. That boy was fighting, Tatiana. That boy was fighting. All right, this is Chris Olave. Cowboys had no answer for him out there in the secondary. Look at this. They had no answer for Olave. I'm sure Christian Parker took note of this today. Look at this. Shoot. And that was great coverage. That was great coverage right there. As a matter of fact, I think this was determined as an incomplete pass, or would have been. Because that was on Caleb Downs. I got another angle of that one. That was actually an incomplete pass. But Olave was still out there wheeling and dealing. Jeez. Joseph Hort said one immediate takeaway from the Cowboys defense versus the Saints offense. Chris Olave is cooking. Cowboys defensive backs have had a tough go against him. Yeah, they had no answer. They had no answer for that boy. Yay, Chris Olave was cooking. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? This boy was cooking out there, man. Look at this. Look at Olave. Olave was out there acting a fool, man. Somebody knocked the ball out of his hand and they got so mad. Y'all see that? Number 15 knocked the ball out of his hand. Look at this. 15 trying to start another fight, y'all. Look at 15. Boy, who is number 15 out here trying to choose violence, bro? Stop it, bro. Look at it, it's been enough fights out here already. He knocked the ball. Boy, these boys were out here tripping today, man. Boy, these players were out here tripping today. All right, man, let's see here. This is Kenny Clark, Joseph Hoyt. Kenny Clark on the sack. Yeah, that was a sack right there, man. That was a sack. No doubt about it. Kenny Clark. Yeah, it's a sack, bro. You wouldn't have got away from that. Yeah, you wouldn't have got away from that. Nah, you wouldn't have got away from that, bro. Nah, you wouldn't have got away from that. Yeah, you wouldn't have got away from that. All right, this is the play earlier. Oh, no, this is another one. We're going to have the Caleb Downs play. I think Patrick Walker's going to give us the slow-mo. Joseph Hoyt, this is Caleb Downs blowing up a screen here. Check it out. Yeah, man. This Cowboy, look at that. Oh, that was Caleb Downs. Y'all see him? Oh, Caleb Downs right here. Caleb Downs ran through here so fast, you didn't even see him. I had to see him on the second time. He just zipped right through here. Oh, he would have blew him up. Watch Caleb Downs. Oh yeah, he'd have blew him up right there. Oh yeah, you blown up, bro. Yeah, you wasn't getting that fake. Caleb Downs would have blew you up, bro. Another picture of Caleb, another picture of Von Miller. Where's Mixed Matrix at? Mixed Matrix, it's time for you to punch the air. 10, hey, Miss Matrix, double-digit sacks loading up. Oh, man. Double-digit sacks loading up. All right, let's see what else is here. All right, this is Caleb Downs. Now, this is from Nick Harris. Now, on replay, this actually wasn't a catch. Yeah, this wasn't a catch by Chris Olave. I think that's who this is. Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah, he got it up. Yeah, he got that off the ground. Yeah, he dropped that. Yeah, he got that off the ground. Y'all see it? What's going on, Tenchon? Yeah, he got that off the ground. Man. Yeah, that's a drop. Yeah. We would have got that one on the replay. Yeah, we'd have got that one on the replay. Miss Major said, I'm knocking doors. Watching the Harris Reserve for Jaden Blue. Okay, Dave, let me make sure I get that correct. Let me make sure I get that correct. Yeah, Marcus, but Cheerio, we finally got that championship pedigree inside the locker room. Yeah, we do. We do. Hey, man. We got us one. Years ago, Von Miller would have been a starter for the Cowboys. He's a rotational piece for the Cowboys, and I think that says something. I think that tells you the mindset of this Cowboys coaching staff. All right, yeah, that would have been an incompletion in reality. All right, and somebody said Shotty's face says it all about everything that was going on out there today. This is Shotty after one of the fights. Let's see if we can see what they're talking about. Okay, there's Brad Schottenheimer. Shoot, Shotty said, I'm getting out the way. Shoot, Shotty said, I'm getting out the way. That's what Shotty face said. Oh, that's some bull junk right there. Who is that dude? This is some straight bull junk. That's what Shotty is saying. This is some bull junk. Who is this dude? Look at this. Oh, okay, that's Tyler Guyton. He got mad. That's Tyler Guyton. I don't know who the other player is. Oh, okay, I see. This is the play. I wonder if this is the play Dak Prescott was talking about. Because this is the one Vosh Lombardi mentioned earlier. Tyler Guyton drove him into the ground. Yeah, Guyton drove him into the ground after he tried to get aggressive with the defensive back. Okay, I see what happened here. Oh, yeah, Guyton said, we ain't having that, bruh. Yeah, Guyton said, we ain't having that. Is that Jaden Blue? Let me see who that is out here. Okay, that's number 20. I'm gonna chop that up to maybe that being is that Jay-Sean Corbin maybe? I don't know the two backup running back numbers. Y'all gotta excuse me. Shoot. But this is bull junk. So this big lineman here gets mad, I guess, at the running back doing his dang job, and then go try to manhandle him. Guyton said, no, you're not. Guyton said, no, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, no, you not gonna do this today. Yeah, you're not gonna do this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Don't put up that bull jump. Just dumbness. That's what Shotty Face says. Yeah, Robert Dudley, he said, not on my watch. Shoot, stop this nonsense. This is something I picked up from Ty Smith. We will play that later. All right, this is Jalen Thompson. Courtesy of John Machota. Jalen Thompson with the interception, y'all. Yeah. That's what I like to see right there. Jalen Thompson. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like what I like that. I like that. I'm about to get me a Kirk Cousins. Do you like that? Yeah, I like that right there, bro. Like that. Jalen Thompson. All right. Then another fight. Another fight. Another fight. I think that's one of the same ones earlier, but nevertheless, trust me when I tell you. Another fight. All right, this is Ty Booker here. See what this was. Courtesy of Patrick C.J. Walker. He said Tyler Booker takes exception to the hit on Jake Ferguson. Okay, let's see what happened there then. Load up another track. Let's see what happened here.
Yo, G, bless him.
Okay, I don't see what he's saying here. I'm trying to make it out. Let's see. Okay, that's Ty Booker, right? Okay, I'm not sure on what that means, but okay. Line looked pretty decent on that play. All right. And this may be where, let's see, this is Jeff Cole. Punches were thrown right here. Let's see, hold on. Punches were thrown on this one. Let's see. Oh my, what? Man, did you just see this dude throw a right hook? What? Look at this. Look at this dude at the end right here. What? Bro. What is going on with this big number 96 or whatever his number? Look at this dude. It's this dude right here. Watch the right hand this dude throws. What? Man. Oh my gosh. These boys out here tripping today, man. These boys were out here tripping today. Wow. Whew. And that led to another scuffle, by the way. All right. Dak Prescott, this looks like something to Ice Cold Cowboy in the building. What up, Ice Cold Cowboy? It looks like that this little pitch with Ferguson is something the Cowboys are working in. I don't know if they had it before, but I never noticed it. This is Tommy Yarish. Look at this little play here. This is the play we saw a few weeks ago. So the Cowboys are going to be using Jake Ferguson in motion and then look at that. Okay. Little razzle dazzle. We'll see how that works during the season. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works during the season. But this looks like a little wrinkle the Cowboys are trying to work in with Jake Ferguson here. All right, and then of course Ryan Flanoy. Dak Prescott to Ryan Flanoy, courtesy of Machota, I believe. Nice play in that corner. And I think this was kind of the end of practice. Nice play in the end right there. Yeah, Jeremy Betts, this is the second time we've seen that little shovel pass. Second time we've seen it. Maybe they had it already, but this is the second time I've seen it. This week, as a matter of fact. Nice throw, Dak Prescott. Nice throw. Yeah, it's nice right there. It's nice. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about this if this was a regular season game. I think the Cowboys would really take it to the Saints in a regular season game. I really do. And Cowboys, as is their custom now. I mean, Brian Schottenheimer can't even punish the team now. He can't even punish the team. I mean, I guess normally after some fights, you'd probably punish the team by saying running. How do you punish a team that's already running? How do you punish them? How do you punish the team? They already running, man. They do this on their own. Yeah. Dallas Cowboys Nation, I would say overall, the Dallas Cowboys passed another very important test. And the test that I say that the Dallas Cowboys passed today, if you ask me. The test the Dallas Cowboys passed today was the toughness test. The Cowboys basically told the New Orleans Saints, I don't know what Kellen Moore told y'all. Yeah, I just showed the play. I just showed it right there, 70s Fans Show. They run on their own. So it ain't like you can punish them anymore with that. I mean, they run on their own. But the Cowboys today have passed another test. They are a tough defense. Their mentality is different. They're not going to let you push them around. And not only are they not going to let you push them around, they're actually going to continue to play. Donovan Ezeraku, Rico Jones got thrown out because he actually threw one of the first punches of the day. He got threw out. Ryan fan said, I bet the 49ers not going to run up with that BS this year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a tough team, man. No more of that finesse stuff. No more of that finesse cute stuff. Demetrius Noel said, G, except for... Demetrius Noel, man. Hold on a second. Demetrius Noel.
The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Demetrius Noel, I'm sorry, bro. And maybe he's not doo-doo or boo-boo. But, Nisi, I think you hit it on the head. I don't think he's quite recovered from that injury. Sometimes people recover from those injuries, and sometimes they don't. And this is why I say, man, you know, people who come off those injuries and everybody thinking they're going to step right back into dominance. Man, you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what they are going to do, man. You got to pray on that. You got to work hard, have a very strong mentality, and keep your prayers up. Tough one on Terrence Steele, man. We're gonna see what happens, man. Maybe it'll get better as the season goes along. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. But I really think the Cowboys need to be thinking about a backup plan. I really do. I just really think they need to start thinking about a backup plan. They do. All right, Cowboys Nation. So today we started out first with the plays of the day. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Great segment there. Great segment. Appreciate all of those people working hard out there. All of the people working hard. Let me see. Thought I had Nicole Hutchinson here. Let me see. I'll have to see if I can. I thought I had Nicole Hutchinson, but if not, I'm going to see if I can scramble on over there real quick. Let's scramble on over here to X real quick before we move on. Nicole Hutchinson normally gives us the end of practice. What's going on with this right here, guy? What's going on with this right here with Von Miller? What's going on with that? What's up with that hair? I don't know. Maybe when I was young, I probably would have wore that too. But what's going on with that? Now, I know Dallas be having, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all not from the Dallas Metroplex, Dallas got its own culture over here, y'all. And they young brothers over here in Dallas be wearing some haircuts. So I don't know. Anybody over here from Oak Cliff or Jacob Jackson? Does this hairdo look familiar to you? I haven't seen none of the young men wearing this haircut right here. Let me know if you know what's going on. I'm not familiar with that hairdo right there. But again, let's see if we can find Nicole Hutchinson and she can kind of give us the end of the matter. I got a feeling Nicole Hutchinson is gonna leave me on red, Brandy. I got a strange feeling she's gonna leave me on hold, leave me on red. So it's all good. Let me see here. All right, let's pull up Nicole Hutchinson and see if she gave us the last thing from the day. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. What is this right here, man? What is Botch Love Bordy talking about? Oh, look at this. Chase Young responded to Vach Lombardi. Look at this. Look at this right here. Vach Lombardi said, Guyton just drove Chase Young a good little bit to the ground and started another fight. And Chase Young said, Cap. Look at this. Nickel Down said, what kind of loser boo-boo you gotta be on to be at the end of to end the practice and immediately run to X and search your own name? Boy, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy work. This reminds me of what Trayvon Diggs did that after that game, when Trayvon Diggs had that good game, and he got mad that one of the Dallas Cowboys media members was talking about it. Bro, you can't make this stuff up, bro. Who goes? I mean, the practice ain't even over, bro. Ace Boogie, look at this meme, y'all. Ace Boogie. Bro. Chase Young goes and immediately searches his name, bro. That has got to be some of the most egregious work. That is egregious work, bro. Egregious, man. All right, let me see here. This is from the opening presser. I actually have this from the opening presser. I was trying to see if she had a, for the record, that's what she calls it. I was trying to see if she had for the record for the end of the practice. We'll wait on Nicole and see if she'll give us that later on. This is wild, wicked work, bro. This is wicked work. All right, let's go over here. We're going to listen to Von Miller. I got a feeling we'll get a Brian Schottenheimer press conference, so we'll have that included today, too, once that goes live on DallasCowboys.com. So we'll go ahead and catch up on Von Miller's presser, and then we'll wait on Brian Schottenheimer to come up on, let's see, we'll wait for Brian Schottenheimer to come up over there on DallasCowboys.com. All right, this is the Von Miller press conference from the day. Let me see. Let me go to DallasCowboys.com, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure they've already taken this off of...
I enjoy it. Like, I always been like a class clown.
Let's see if they have this now up over on the video section. Let's see. Man, that's wild work by Chase Young, bro. That is wild work, bro. Boy, that's egregious, man. That's wild work, man.
Howdy.
You think I'm finna get out of practice and go to X and start looking at what people posted about me on X after practice? Bro, at least get on the bus, man. Or at least get on the plane, man. Come on, man. That's egregious work, bro. All right. Let's check out Von Miller.
Going. Oh, pretty good.
Good job. Ready?
Calvin, you want to start us out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. How special of a moment is this for you, being from obviously DeSoto and now playing for your hometown team?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like that movie Inception, like a dream within a dream. You know, I always wanted to play in the National Football League, and then you play for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, we're just going deep. We're going deep with it. Year 16, dream within a dream. It's super cool. I mean, being here, I know a lot of guys already. Know a lot of coaches too. Being here, being in this atmosphere is surreal, for sure.
Did you ever think that this was possible, especially after leaving Denver?
I mean, I'm an optimistic type of guy. Even when I left Denver, when we finished the season with the Rams, you know, I had talked to the Cowboys then. It didn't work out. I ended up going to Buffalo, but you know, every opportunity that I got, even before I came in the league, I tried to, you know, plant these little seeds and stuff. And it's just, for it to happen, it just shows you that you can really manifest, you know, anything. And to be here with the Dallas Cowboys back in my hometown,
Wait a minute. Neezy says, you notice he responded to Vach and not Bubba Dub. Yeah, Neezy, yeah, he actually responded to a football guy. Cause responding to Bubba Dub is just, if you respond to Bubba Dub, you just chose violence. You just chose violence, boy. You just chose violence. Man, Blaine, bro, this is egregious work by Chase Young, ain't it, bro? It's egregious work, man. Brady said Vaughn over there looking like my 65-year-old. Man.
it's really cool.
Clarence Hill deal or less. It seems like you've been manifesting this over the last few weeks on social media, throwing out hints a little bit. You know, were you getting antsy? Were you, clearly you've been talking to him since before training camp, but how close was it then? And did you worry about it not happening?
No, I mean, social media is social media. It's not real. I mean, I did that with the Cowboys, like the Raiders back in April Fools, and you know, Bills jerseys and Broncos jerseys. Like it's not a real place. I'm not on the team, so just to get the people going, like my fans and stuff, I always try to be respectful and not like, get the fans going too much. But just to get the fans going, that's why I play the game, is for the fans and the entertainment. And it was just, I was kind of for real, but kind of not for real. But still, you don't want to do too much and not end up at any of those spots. So it was just a way to keep media and the fans talking about me throughout the off season while I was a free agent. But it did work out. I mean, I posted the first one with the 24 jersey, and did the Cowboy stuff with the Cowboy gear and all of that stuff. So it kind of worked out how I was supposed to. Well, I love playing for the Bills. I did that with Bills Mafia as well, Broncos country. I love playing for the Broncos as well. There was even some Ram stuff in there too, but it's just a way to to get guys talking about me, and it worked.
At 37, I mean, there's a debate about, and whether you agree with it or not, there's a debate about what you got left.
Yeah.
Are you here to help the pass rush or mentor these guys? Can you tell people what you got left and what you can do for this team?
I mean, I can still play football. I can still play football. But I can still.
Boy, you ain't lying, we them boys. We them boys, I concur, bro. Vaughn knows doggone well he want to be on the team. Bro, you ain't lying, bro. Man, I was thinking the same thing. We them boys. Boy, you know doggone well, man. Stop the cap. Come on, man. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. What up, Enoch Taylor? Stop the cap, bro. You know you want to play for the team, man. Stop the cap, bro.
Contribute in other ways.
Oh, hold on a second. Gerald Jackson, you gonna give me some history on the haircut? Gerald Jackson said Vaughn's haircut triangle represents 3 generations. His dad, brother, himself. All manifestation, enlightenment, and positive energy. Are you for real on that? Okay. I mean, not that I'm gonna wear my hair like that. Even I got a George. I think I got a George Jr. He really should be George III, but okay. Gerald Jackson, I don't think I can pull that hair. I don't think I can pull that haircut off because it will not be any positive energy with my wife. I promise you it won't. It won't be any positive energy with my wife if I wear that haircut. It will not be any positive energy, boy. Mark Davis, best smelling man on YouTube. I'm not telling you that because I smelled him. He got a fragrance channel. He got a great fragrance collection. Shoot, Mark Davis's fragrance collection, man. You could probably buy a couple of nice cars with that fragrance collection, man. Yes, sir. Good to see you, Mark.
You know, on my Super Bowl teams, it's not just one person that gets it done. I think you can say what you want to say about my play on the field and what I got left. When it comes to being a great teammate, like if it was a Hall of Fame for that, like
what up, Newhouse fam?
I'm going to the Hall of Fame first ballot. To be honest, it's not. I'm probably the best teammate that ever played in the National Football League, and I say that with all confidence in the world. My ability to get people around me to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at, like I don't think nobody does that like me. And I said the other day that I can contribute.
Whoa. Von Miller is saying something. Miller is saying that he's not just here to be a player. Von Miller is saying that he's going to be the Cowboys' mental part. Von Miller is explaining the part that we and I have talked about ad nauseum. Players don't win Super Bowls. Teams win Super Bowls. Teams win Super Bowls. This is one of the reasons why, for as much as people keep saying, put the Cowboys over the top and get the player A, B, C, or D, I still contend that is not what the Seattle Seahawks did. The Seattle Seahawks were not looking for a player to push them over the top. They were looking for a player that fit into the plan, fit the scheme, and made the team overall better, physically and mentally. That's what they did. That's what they did. And Von Miller is explaining that part, that the people who keep screaming this player and that player, Von Miller is even saying about himself, it's not about the first ballot Hall of Famer Von Miller coming in here and getting double-digit sacks like Let's Talk Cowboys says that he is, and Miss Matrix says that he's not. He's saying it's not about either of those things. It's about the mental part that I'm about to supply this team. I'm about to be a leader. I'm about to be a coach. I'm going to push this defense to its mental boundaries to get what we're trying to get. The Super Bowl. Yeah. The Super Bowl. Yeah. The Super Bowl. Von Miller is talking about that edge, man. It's that edge. It's not just about being the edge. It's that edge you also need to go where you want to go.
10 or 15 plays, that's without even being on the field. So you got a game that you play 50 snaps, 60 snaps, something like that. I can win 10 to 15 of those without me being even on the field, without my play, just by my knowledge of the game and getting everybody else to play the level they.
Now, I didn't catch this the other day. When he's saying he can win 10 or 15 plays, he's saying he can win those 10 or 15 plays on the sideline, y'all. That it's the knowledge that he's going to supply. The knowledge, the energy, and the coaching he's going to supply. He'll win 10 or 15 snaps without even being on the field, if that's what I'm hearing him say. Yeah. This dude is an asset. I'm telling you, this dude is an asset is what he's saying.
Wouldn't normally play at. So whether it's the defensive coordinator, defensive line, young guys, like I can contribute in so many different ways to win games. And that's not even talking about the type of player that I still believe that I am.
Von, Todd Archer with ESPN. You talked about knowing people here at BT, and I think you're a Christian for a couple of teammates. What is it like to have guys that's not new to you, that you have guys coming in,
I enjoy it. Like, I always been like a class clown. First day of school, like I'm getting to know my classmates, and you figure them out. It doesn't happen on the first day, but over time, like, I win the guys over. It's being here, knowing some of the guys that I don't know, I take pride in that too. Selfishly, you see, these the Hall of Fame game the other day, and you see so many those players, whether it was Fitz or Vinatieri, talk about other players that they played with that kind of helped their career. Selfishly, like, I want that. Like, whenever somebody else goes into the Hall of Fame, they talk about my time with them and how I helped, their progress and helped them get to the Hall of Fame. Selfishly, that's what I want out of it as well. I love being a great teammate. I love getting to know my guys. And that's the guys that I don't know. I'll build that relationship with those guys, and hopefully I'll get that moment, years down the road where I'm sitting at home and one of those guys talks about me.
You know what uniform number you're going to wear?
I don't know what uniform.
What's funny to me is the Cowboys went out there and they got exactly what they were looking for. Not just with Von Miller, but these other players too. They went out there and got leaders, man. They didn't just go get guys that could play. They went and got leaders. Von Miller is coming in here to be a powerful leader for the Cowboys. Newhouse said, Von Miller will be a leader, mentor, motivator, teacher, and brings experience to this defense. Yeah. Yeah, man. We got us another coach, y'all. Yeah. We got us another coach. BT Jordan is going to help this team with sacks. Do not forget that this man, if I am not mistaken, he is either one of the co-founders or he's instrumental in the sack Synposium, where many players in this league go every single season to learn how to rush the passer. We got BT Jordan full-time, and now we got Von Miller full-time. Oh, yeah, it's Miller time, y'all. It's Miller time. So Von Miller is saying that I'm going to contribute to sacks even while not sacking the quarterback. Tell him, Von Miller. Tell him, Von Miller. Now, Miss Matrix, when I talk about double-digit sacks, Miss Matrix, can I count the mental sacks too? Can I count the sacks that he contributed to in his coaching? Can I count those too? Can I count those too? Yeah, true leadership, Brian Worley. True leadership. Yeah, Newhouse fam, I'm like you, man. I just ignore Clarence, man. I really do. I like Clarence. I don't have any hate on Clarence, but he just seems to be so negative sometimes. So I just pretty much ignore it. He has some good questions sometimes, and then sometimes it's like he's always trying to ask what I call those those Jerry Springer type questions. You know what I mean? Nisi said, I'm excited for Overshown to get that mentorship to get that mentorship from him. He's already explosive and he will be next level. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. I like it. Yeah, we got us what we needed, man. We got us some guys to help us to lead mentally, man, to where that when we get in tight spots in games, we don't fall apart on the sideline and start finger pointing. I bet you we won't see none of them shenanigans we saw against the Green Bay Packers in 2023. I bet we won't see none of them shenanigans. People pointing the finger at Dak Prescott and over on the sideline throwing tantrums. Watch what happens if somebody throws some tantrums on the sideline with these types of players on this team. Shoot. Gonna get your lunch brought to you, homie. Yeah, we ain't playing that mess. Yeah, we got some true leaders now. We ain't got a bunch of punks crying on the sideline and leaving the field and people applauding them for it. We ain't got none of that stuff now. We got some people that's gonna be in the trenches till the end. I'm telling you, man, people don't understand what leadership is. Some people think that leadership is being the best player on the field. Von Miller just explained something to us. Being the best leader is not being the best player on the field. You can be the best player and best leader. It don't mean you're the best player. You might make some of the best plays, but the best leaders and even some of the best players, they help other people make their best plays on the field. And they're always got that edge, always in that mode of winning and supporting and encouraging. We ain't got this junk no more we had in the past. I tell people all the time, man, slavery begins in the mind. And victories begin in the mind too. People think victories begin on the field. They don't. Victories begin in the mind. This dude, Von Miller's going to pay dividends, man.
I'm a B. I know, Hunter is 40. I think 58 that's a Denver thing. I think, 58 is, I wore 58 so long in one spot. I wore 24 last year as well. That's already taken as well. But Hunter, we already started off on a great foot. I'm a team guy. Whatever it takes to get it done, I'm sure we can figure something out. Even if it doesn't work out, that's just how it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna get caught up in the number, but I did make some offers to him already that he can't. I feel like he can't really, come off of those. I think a lifetime supply of chicken do it. So,
Brandy, I don't know about you. I'm telling you right now. Brandy, and everybody else. This man offered me a lifetime supply of chicken. Man, you can shoot. Bro, you can have that jersey, bro. Bro, I'm sorry, babe. You can have that jersey, bro. You can have that jersey for a lifetime supply of chicken. Shoot. Talking steroid-free, organic chicken. Man, here, you can have this jersey. Think I'm playing.
Whatever it takes to, to make it happen, whether it does or not. Like, I'm here to win games, or I'm here to win a Super Bowl. A number would be nice, but I think the most important thing is to win a lot of these games, playing big games, and the number would just be an afterthought. No, not 94. That's D-Ware. That's D-Ware.
Both Vaughn and Hunter will have 41.
Yeah.
John Michaud with The Athletic. You were training at that facility right across the street from the Star, is that right?
Yes, sir.
When you were doing that, what were those thoughts like that, hey, maybe I'll be playing football across the street?
I mean,
Let me read. You read a couple of comments. Demetri Noel said, let's not get caught up in sacks. Remember, the Eagles had 78 and 22, and when it mattered the most, they couldn't buy a sack. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ice Cold Cowboy. Ice Cold Cowboy, boy, you and me on the same page. You said he can have it, bro. Shoot, you think I'm playing? Shoot, Edward Fraser said, man, let me get that chicken. Said this fan show said lifetime supply of chicken, sign me up. Boy, you ain't playing. Boy, I wish he would have told me he'd give me a lifetime. Man, I'd have took that jersey off right there, bro. I'm sorry. I took that jersey off right there. Shoot, he could have had the jersey. He could have had the wristbands, the socks, even that stick on the back of my helmet to say 40. He can have that too, bro. I'm sorry. A lifetime supply of organic chicken? Man, you crazy. Sign me up, bro. Shoot, Montero said for that jersey, he said you could have the jersey number and the locker. Boy, you ain't lying, boy. Shoot. Man, you had that, man. Oh, Deezy said maybe Leupke is a vegan, so maybe offer him a lifetime of kale. Shoot, Deezy, I'm still taking that chicken, man. I'll give it to somebody in my family. Shoot, I don't care. Ak Chung said he said I'm excited for us as well. Oh, who I'm excited for as well is Jay Sean. Yes, and the leadership he will get. Who on the team we gonna call Chucky? Boy, you ain't lying, bro. Shoot, Edward Fraser said he said he had a jersey in the back. Boy, you ain't lying, we them boys. Man, you talking about, boy, many ways you can fix chicken, man. Shoot. Man. Blaine, I got something I'm about to say about this in a moment. He said Von Miller gonna get Dak and his team to the Super Bowl because we deserve it, we need it, we're hungry. Well, I'm gonna show you something in a moment that's absolutely crazy.
I've been going to Elite Performance and Sports Academy for the last 3 years. I mean, whenever you drive into that area that has been developed so much, you can't, I'm from Dallas, so it just has that feel to it. So whenever I was with the Bills, you can still kind of feel it too, the Commanders. But like I said, I never really drove over there and like saw like the star. I was just working out at Elite Performance. But I mean, you have all of these thoughts. Like I said, I'm an optimistic guy. It wasn't like I'm training here, so I'll be a Cowboy. That was never like the thought, but you can't help but feel it. Like right when you drive in, they got, all the players up and, it's Miller time and the Canes logos and all that stuff. You can't help but like think about it, but it's just always been a thought. I was just there to get work.
And any advice that DeMarcus Ware has given you or anything he's told you about being a Cowboy?
Yeah, so I've been knowing DeMarcus for a very long time. And even when he came to Denver, we talked a lot about the Cowboys and his time there and, some of the teammates that he had and some of the teams that he's been on and some of the coaches that he's had, whether it was the ownership here or, how they do things as Cowboys. We always talked about, the Cowboys. It was, I was in Denver. Like, I never expected to leave. But, he told me about the Cowboys. I'm very familiar with how things go, whether that's with D. Ware or just living in Dallas, my whole entire life.
Nick Harris, 4-Star Telegram. What has this moment meant for your family?
Oh, it's great. My mom is not a fan. So, you got people, you either love them or hate. You either love the Cowboys or you hate the Cowboys. And this would be the first year where everybody's unified on one team. So it's pretty cool to to have everybody in blue and my kids. My oldest son, Valor, he's 5 years old. He's just now coming into consciousness of what Dad does and. To play for the Dallas Cowboys, it's no other team that, he could learn football from. So whether it's bringing him up here, bringing the kids up here, getting them to know all the players or being around a facility, it's super cool for, me and my family.
Any distinct memories you had growing up watching the Cowboys, whether it be on Thanksgiving or whatever, growing up?
My very first memory of football, have you seen that movie Inside Out? Like with the emotions and they had like anxiety and sadness. And I had those core memories in that movie too. One of my core memories was sitting in the living room and I heard my dad scream in the bedroom and I run back there. I had to be like 4 or 5 and I run back there and my dad is screaming with joy watching TV. And I just remember the star, right? And one of my core memories was like, man, I want to make my dad scream like that one day. And that's where I fell in love with football. So the Cowboys have, been interwoven with my career playing football, and it's never thought that I had an opportunity. I lobbied a long time, but for that really to come true is it's a dream within a dream for sure.
Tommy Arsh, DallasCowboys.com. You said that as a teammate you can get guys to play at another level that maybe couldn't get before. How do you do that? What goes into that?
Yeah, I learned from all the other great players that I've been around, whether it's Peyton Manning, DeMarcus Ware, Aaron Donald, Andrew Whitworth, Matthew Stafford. All of these guys, and you just see the type of influence that they have with all of these guys and the perception that everybody has about you. You can use that to get more out of everybody around. So I lead with love first. Like, I like to really learn my teammates, whether it's where they come from, how many kids they got, what food, do they hunt, fish, whatever it is. And then you can't treat everybody the same. Like, if some guys are like, hey man, you got to do a little bit more right here, and then if you do that with another guy, you snap on you. So you gotta really learn these guys, and then you just plant little seeds and pull little strings to really get it going. Football is such a unique sport because we get one game to go out there and play. It's not like basketball, championship basketball, where you win the best, out of 7 games. If you can get guys to play at a certain level for that 3 hours on Sunday. Whether the team is better than us or whether we're better than the other team, like magical things happen. So if we got everybody in the same mindset, if we get everybody, going in the same direction, we're able to win those games. When we played the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl 50, on paper we wasn't supposed to win that game, but Peyton Manning and DeMarcus Ware did such a good job of getting everybody going for that game that we went out there and played. A style of football that we didn't normally play, and we're able to win that game. And I just learned from that. And those are the type of, strings that I pull with all of my guys. And not just, the players, the coaches too, equipment guys, athletic trainers, ladies in the cafeteria. Everybody plays a role into having a championship team. And I just learned that from my times being around, other great teams and other great players.
And then you got to be around some of your now teammates at the SAC Summit. Who all did you meet there, and what impressions did you get of them as people and as players?
Yeah, so, Donovan, I've been knowing Donovan for 2 years now, and that relationship just kind of happened naturally. I always had a young guy that I, had a liking to, whether it was, Shaq Barrett or Shane Ray or Greg Rousseau, Ed Oliver. It's always been one guy in the room that's kind of like, my guy. And that started way before I was a Cowboy with Donovan. And I've been knowing Rashawn Gary for 6 or 7 years now. Quentin Williams, I've known him as well. Kenny Clark, I haven't been familiar with Kenny, but he came to the Pass Rush Summit as well. And like I said, it only take one thing for us to be friends. We don't have to be from the same spot or, like the same color. Like our thought is we want to win championship football, and that's enough for me. It's kind of like when you play golf with guys. Like the one thing that you have in common is golf, and you can build, a lifelong friendship just off of that one thing. All these guys, we're in for the same goal. We had the same mindset, and that's all I really need to build some of these friendships. Well, whether it was Rashawn or Quentin Williams or Kenny Clark, Donovan, I have a relationship with all those guys too. And even some of the guys that I didn't have relationships with, Houston, I saw him play, years ago when he was in Detroit, and he had a crazy game. Like I'm a fan of football in general. Like my dream is to be a GM, front office exec, director of player personnel. And when you have that dream, you got to love football, and you got to love the players that make it happen. So even though some of these guys that haven't been my teammates, I know a little bit about everybody. And, especially the pass rushers, I know a little bit about their game. Rush and coverage go together. DBs, I love DBs as well. We got some great ones here. I play with P.J. Locke in Denver. So rush and coverage, we go together. And, a lot of these guys, I've been fans of them before, and you just build off, our common goal to win a Super Bowl.
Brad Sham, Cowboys Radio, 105.3 The Fan. Von, you've also said before this happened a couple times, you could get 8 sacks falling out of bed.
Yeah.
Is there a number for you in your mind that will be a measuring stick for how successful you've been this year? Is that even really that important? No,
I mean, it's never a number. I was at Texas A&M my sophomore year, and I was like, man, I looked at, the record before, and I was like, man, I can get that. I went over the schedule, and I was like, I can get a sack right here, 2 sacks right here. Football is just so unpredictable. The number one thing for me is to be the best teammate that I could possibly be, to help everybody improve, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, and to win a championship. That's my number one goal. When it comes to playing football and getting sacks, like I said, I could still roll out of bed to do that. It's some things that pass rushers do that take a lot of athletic ability, and it's some things that's all mental and intelligence too. Just knowing where I fit on the pass rush, who I'm working with, time of the game, quarter, what offensive coordinator I'm going against, tendencies from offensive linemen. Those are things that don't take any athletic ability. So I can walk into 8 of those. When it comes to like my athletic ability and my pass rush, that's what I've been doing my whole career. Like, am I gonna go out here and just beat somebody to death for 60 plays a game? Probably not, but it's still in there, but it's still in there, and I can still win a lot of these reps, especially when it's crunch time.
Hey, Vaughn, Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com.
People got to realize something. When players get older and they take care of their body and they keep improving their mental game, they beat you, and this is what's scary. They don't beat you with physicality anymore. They beat you with technique. They beat you with their mental game. They beat you with technique, their mental game. And then what tops it off is the physical ability. And typically, if you've gotten to this point, you know your own strengths and weaknesses. And you always try to put yourself in a position to where you can always do what you do best. You look at the player you're going up against, you look at his strengths and his weaknesses, and then you know your strengths and your weaknesses. You look for tendencies, and then you do what puts you in the best position to win, and you can typically do it, especially when you start talking about going up against younger players. A lot of younger players are all about physicality and I'm bigger and faster and stronger than you. It's hard to beat an old savvy person with just those three things. Their mental game is better and bigger than yours. And so they beat you in ways that you never even imagined. Man, I can't tell you how many times, you've heard about a young guy trying to beat up an older guy and just gets beat down because of how smart the older guy is. And people going up against older players and get totally surprised because they get beat by an older player. It's not the fact they're physically better than you. They're just overall better than you mentally, technique. And then whatever little bit of physicality they have, they'll use that to beat you and finish it off. So, again, these guys just be asking some of the craziest questions, man.
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit. September 20th will be here before you know it. Can you just kind of talk about what you think your emotions are going to be in that moment, how surreal it's going to be walking on the AT&T Stadium field in a Cowboys uniform and then looking across and seeing the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I mean, that's the second game of the season. First game is the Giants, right? I mean, the only teams that really get that emotional response for me is the Denver Broncos. Like, I was there for 11 years. I love the Denver Broncos. So you want to beat them. We beat them in the playoffs one time with the Bills. Everybody else is, I love those guys on the Rams and I love the guys on the Commanders and, love the guys on the Bills as well. But it doesn't really have like that emotional attachment for me. Like, I just want to play football and win games. And I'm a fan of a lot of these guys too. A lot of these guys are my buddies outside of football as well, coaches too. So at the end of the day, I just want to win. I don't have any like beef with the Washington Commanders, and I want them to be successful as well too. Just not when we play them. It's a lot of guys like that. It's a lot of teams like that where when the lights come on, I want to win. In between the play, I joke and laugh like, "Hey man, how the kids going? Hey, how was the off season?" And you just switch right back to ass kicking mode right after that. I can play both sides of it, and for me, I don't have like any emotions to like go out here and I'm not gonna start crying or nothing like that. Like I just want to win games, and whatever team I'm on, I want us to be successful, and I'm gonna do anything in my power to make that happen.
Man, this dude is 37 years old, bro. I mean, he said it's a dream come true, but let's not mistake that for like a dream come true. There's a difference in playing your first time in Texas Stadium as a Dallas Cowboy and playing your first Super Bowl as a Dallas Cowboy. Now, that would probably be a very emotional moment to come all the way back to your hometown and, you be the hometown hero, winning the Super Bowl. But, being the Texas Stadium, I mean, I'm pretty sure he gonna feel good. Man, the dude 37, man. Come on, man. Man, this dude done seen it all, man. Man, this dude done seen it all. Boy, that Chung, you ain't lying, bro. $23 per pound, bro. It's more than that for the organic chicken. Shoot. Wish he would talk to me about that chicken. I'm like, man, hey, you know what? My lawyers will be calling yours tonight, bro. My lawyer calling yours tonight. I need this in writing. Even if you sell the company, I need this in writing that I will forever get that chicken, bro. I want that chicken. I would. Shoot. Old school, do you think his best years are behind him? You know what? I'll say this about Vaughn. If you're talking about playing wise, I would say his best years are behind him. If you're talking about playing and winning and going on to do greater things, I say his best years are in front of him. I say Von Miller's best years are in front of him. And the reason why I say Von Miller's best years are in front of him is because when you get older, your goals, they change. Your aspirations, your inspirations, they change. And your reward isn't self-fulfillment, but your reward becomes the success of others. And when you get to a point like that in your life where you've already had success, the biggest success you then have is helping others to achieve their success. And when you see how you help people to achieve things that they want, man, I'm telling you right now, I mean, there are some great feelings in this world of doing things and achieving things, but I've learned in my own life, man, there is nothing greater than helping someone else achieve what they want. You can't, it's a feeling that you can't explain. It's a feeling that you can't explain, man, when you've really, really helped somebody when you've really helped someone change their life. So I think his best years are ahead of him. I think his best years are ahead of him. I do. Yeah, you dig. That's priceless, man. Yeah, I think his best years are ahead of him. I really do.
Louis Scruggs, NBC5 Dallas. Vaughn, you took your Super Bowl ring from Denver to.
Old school, you said he'll be 40 in 3 seasons, man. Old school, you said he'll be 40 in 3 seasons. He ain't 40 this season. He ain't 40 this season. He ain't 40 this season, man. He gonna be all right. You trust me when I tell you, he gonna be all right. And he's really telling us how much he's gonna contribute, not on the field, how he's gonna contribute to the men on the field. So he's already kind of setting us up for that. What's up, Gregory Hicks?
The Rams. How do you help this team? They have been to a Super Bowl 30 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's all different. It's all different, and
the Bell. You know, it all depends, though. The Bell. You know, you say when you're 37 playing football, you're ready to quit at any time. That wasn't Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't ready to quit. No, I think this dude ain't. I don't think he's at that state. Because if he was 37 ready to quit, I think he would have tried to get all the money that he could. No, he wants to play for the Cowboys. Yeah. Oh, Mixed Matrix dropping megaton bombs. The more people I help become successful, the more successful I become. Zig Ziglar. Yeah. Zig Ziglar. Oh, I like that. I like that, Mixed Matrix. I see you read. I see you well read. I see you.
I feel like the things that I've learned over time is, how to build great teams. That goes against. I mean, that goes with my want to be a GM or front office person, team president. It's things that go into building great teams, and for me, that's all I want to do. I just want to help everybody around me be the best possible coach, player, athletic trainer possible.
Aaron Donald credited you.
Yeah.
Him in the performance.
Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. That's it, man. I said it yesterday. I said it today. Von Miller is one of the greatest pickups the Cowboys made this year. Von Miller is a piece that you absolutely need, even though you don't know you need it at the time. You need this type of guy on your player. A selfless player that wants everyone else to experience what he experienced. Super Bowls. Von Miller is going to be incredible on this team. I'm not talking about on the field. He's going to be incredible on this team in what he's going to bring to these young guys. It's going to be incredible. Watch what I tell you. Yeah, we're missing it on Von Miller. I think some people are missing it on Von Miller. He's trying to tell you what he's bringing, and I think people are missing it. And this is the piece that I think we've desperately needed on this team. This team has had talent over the years. It has had talent. It hasn't had a mentality. We got a mentality now to go with the talent. Role players are important, man, because role players help other people play their roles and help other people to understand you're a cog in a team. You're a cog in the team. Do your part, man.
How do you go about telling a guy, I need more of this, or this isn't there? Because clearly that happened and you were able to win with it.
Everybody is different. I'm not about to, in that moment with Aaron Donald, I didn't say, hey, we need more from you or nothing like that. It's just you have a casual conversation. Like, I like to think that I got charisma and I'm charming. I like to think I love to talk. This is the easy part about playing football. Football is the hard part. So whenever it comes to being a great friend, a teammate, I just know how to do it. I really don't have a playbook on how to do it. But when you spend time with guys, you kind of figure guys out and what makes them go, what doesn't make them go. And it was just an intimate moment that we had with Aaron Donald. I didn't even think that it was. I do that with everybody. It's not just. It just wasn't Aaron Donald, but that moment was special. And coming back after a game, sitting on the plane and you just talk. And I gave him a piece of my mind. He gave him a piece of his mind. It wasn't like we need more from you, anything like that. We just talked, and that conversation stuck with him, and that goes, with that selfish need that I appreciate like when guys talk about some of the help that I did. So
yeah, Bobby, and I mean old school. You said maybe you're missing the point. Let me give you an example. Has anybody noticed that whenever you talk to those players of the 90s Cowboys, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Nate Newton, Troy Aikman, you talk to any of those players from the 90s Cowboys, you ever notice they don't talk about talent? Anybody ever notice that? They don't talk about talent. Talent is extra. They don't talk about talent. They're always talking about the mentality of that team. Your mentality determines more than your physicality. If you could get young folks to get this when they are young, they would achieve so many things. By the time they would turn 30, it would make your head spin. The problem with young folks, and it happens to older folk too, we got 45 and 50-year-old men out there still walking around with Air Force Ones and sagging pants on and caps tilted to the side and doo-doo chains on and oversized T-shirts and to each his own. Some folks are still out there walking around like they YNs. But if you can teach young people early that it's their mental game, that is the best. It's the mental game is the part of your game you want to be developed more than anything, because your mental game will surpass your physical limitations. Your mental capacity surpasses your physical limitations. When your body says, I no longer can, your mind says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And that's why you see, and we have seen this on the Dallas Cowboys. We have had good teams. I'm going to let Sims tell you later on. I got a segment on Troy Aikman. I'm going to let Sims tell you later on. We have had teams that they were absolutely physically good on the field. But where they failed on the field, it wasn't in between the lines. It was in between their doggone ears. That's where this team has failed. In between the ears. In between the ears. You better believe what Von Miller is talking about. It matters. It matters. And this is why so many of these people, you keep hearing them talk. Yeah, give us this player and give us that player. You can tell me any player you want to. I am elated that we got Von Miller on this team. Because now, even if we bring somebody on the team that we're bringing here just for their ability, we got a player like Von Miller that can help them with their mentality so that they even learn it's not just about your physical ability. We've been here, we've done this, we've seen this movie. We had one of the best edge rushers in the game. Somebody called him the best edge rusher in the game. What did that get us? I don't want to hear no double teams. I don't hear none of that stuff. What did it get us? Because we were trying to have the best player rather than have the best team. And we've done that for years. Stop it. I'm telling us right now, this man Von Miller is giving us the game that people don't understand that is important. That's why you got people poo-pooing on Von Miller. And I'm listening to Von Miller now. I'm listening to Von Miller now for 2 days straight. Talk about a Super Bowl winner now, multiple Super Bowl winner, first ballot Hall of Famer, continue to tell us that it's not about your physical ability. It's not about your physical ability. It's not about your physical ability only. I'm sorry, the Denver Broncos carried they carried Peyton Manning in that Super Bowl. The man couldn't throw the ball 15 yards. Man couldn't throw the ball 15 yards. You want to talk about limited physical ability? Man, this dude, Peyton Manning, was a shell of himself. After that neck injury and neck surgery, he was a shell of himself. Peyton Manning didn't win that Super Bowl, a team did. Yeah, a team won that
Super Bowl. It's just one of those things. Like, I really love football. I really love coming to the locker room. I really love everything about playing football, knowing the guys. And it was just, you know, an intimate moment that we had, and it stuck. I didn't expect, from my perspective, I didn't think that it attached like that. But I plant those seeds with everybody. It wasn't just AD or Matthew Stafford or Whitworth. That's just who I am, and I feel like.
Nathan, you said got to get that organ button. Got to get that organ button. Yeah. Jerry Betts said mentally weak as hell, can't get over the hump in big games, and it's not about one player either. It's about the people around you. It's about the team. I've always said this about Jerry. Jerry is now starting to appreciate something that he didn't appreciate before. Where Jerry discounted Jimmy Johnson, and you can see it in the Netflix special, where Jerry discounted Jimmy Johnson was Jimmy Johnson's mentality. Jerry said anybody can coach this team and win. No, they couldn't. Jerry proved himself wrong. He didn't win the Super Bowl in 1994. After he said anybody could win, anybody could coach this team. Jerry went down on the field himself in t-shirt and shorts out there trying to coach. It didn't happen in 1994. You know how he proved himself wrong? He went and got Deion Sanders. And with the remaining mentality that Jimmy Johnson had left on that team, they won the Super Bowl in 1995, and that's the very reason why they couldn't win it no more in 1996, because Barry Switzer, even with all the talent in the world, couldn't win another Super Bowl. Yeah. Jerry underestimated Jimmy Johnson's mental game. Jimmy Johnson's mental game was unmatched. It was absolutely unmatched. And we finally got another coach, Brian Schottenheimer. He plays a very strong mental game too. Not Jimmy Johnson's level, but he got his own little way of playing a very strong mental game. For example, not calling plays in these scrimmages, letting Clay Adams call plays, very vanilla in the preseason. Oh, yeah. Shotty got his own way of playing these very strong mental games. And he is showing that he's a very strong builder of teams mentally also.
That's my worth on the team. Like, my contract is for me to be on the team. Anything that I do on the football field, if I go out there and get 15 sacks, I'm underpaid for that. My love for the game is why I'm here. My love to help guys improve and help the whole organization improve and really just be that drop of oil in the water that changes the whole chemistry. That's what I take pride in. And the football stuff, it's going to take care of itself. Like I said, I can roll out of bed and make stuff happen. Am I going to do that every game? Am I going to do that 60 snaps a game? Being realistically, probably not. But I still got some dog in there. 15 to 20 plays when I'm out there, I still feel like I'm the best player on the field, despite what everybody else thinks. And I feel like that drive for me to be great, to be the type of leader that leads off and on the football field, that's what gets the most out of me on the football field on game day.
Yeah.
Think about your lifelong fandom, your dad's fandom. Obviously, you've had the Super Bowl wins with two different franchises, but for the lifelong fan in you, what would it mean to help this franchise end the Super Bowl drought?
Well, it's great. I think that question is kind of, it answers itself. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I won a Super Bowl in Denver. We had 1 million people out there. We win a Super Bowl with the Rams. It wasn't as much. The parade, we were stopping at red lights and stuff. It's just we still won a Super Bowl, and it's still exciting. It's still dope, but it's just a different feel with those two organizations. If I was with the Buffalo Bills and we ended up winning the Super Bowl, it would be a holiday in Orchard Park. It would be a holiday in Buffalo. Like, everybody remember that to be statues for everybody. That's just the type of organization that they have, the type of fans that they have. Dallas Cowboys fans are in that same type of stream. They're not the same. Bills Mafia, Cowboys Nation is totally different things. That's not what I'm saying. But the fans here are diehard fans, and if we're able to do that, if we're able to have a successful season and win the Super Bowl, like it'd be a holiday in Dallas as well. Like people love the Dallas Cowboys. They either love them or hate them, but at the end of the day, they all root for the Dallas Cowboys. And for us to be able to win a Super Bowl, it'd be crazy in Dallas. It'd be a holiday as well.
You talk about being a Hall of Fame teammate.
I told my sons, you know, Von Miller is hitting on something. And like I think Von Miller just kind of said in a nutshell, you know, when he asked what would it mean to win a Super Bowl in Dallas, you know, Von Miller just kind of said in a nutshell, that's a stupid question. You know, like, I mean, that's a dumb question. There's nothing like winning a Super Bowl in Dallas. There's nothing like winning a Super Bowl in Dallas. I try to communicate to my sons that being 55 years old, I've seen quite a few Super Bowls. And I've seen the celebration. What are we on now? Super Bowl 60? So I've at least seen somewhere around, when I can remember being cognitive of football, I've seen somewhere now around, 52 Super Bowls. I've seen the parades, the television, and just the reaction of people when Super Bowls are won. There is nothing like when the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl. A city doesn't just celebrate when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. A state doesn't just celebrate when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. The United States don't just celebrate when the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. The entire world celebrates when the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl. When the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl, it is a national holiday almost. And I tell you this, it's a state holiday. And it's in Dallas, you shutting down downtown Dallas. You shutting down wherever they're going to have the parade. It is going to be shut down. All of the local TV stations will be showing it. It will be all wrapped around the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Isn't it crazy? The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl and everybody was back to business the next day. It didn't take them a week to start talking about, is Jalen Hurts good enough, and all these types of things. Even when the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, it was back to business the next day. Watch what happens when and if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. You've seen nothing like it. I've told my sons, you've seen nothing like it. If Von Miller comes on this team, if Von Miller and the Cowboys win a Super Bowl this year, Von Miller, Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Jalen Thompson, Caleb Downs, Dak Prescott, George Pickens, and why I'm mentioning this is because these are the players. Some of these players have came on, and then some of these players, they've been here. The DeMarion Overshones. I mean, when you just think about some of the players the Cowboys have acquired, these players are going to write their own ticket. They will write their own ticket after that. They will be able to do so many different things. Bringing a Super Bowl to Dallas at this point in time, after a 30-year, 31-year drought, I'm telling you, I believe this man is already going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But the biggest check on his resume will be he went to the Dallas Cowboys and helped them win a Super Bowl. You talking about first ballot? Man, they might change the rules to put this man in the Hall of Fame. Shoot. They might change the rules to put this man in the Hall of Fame. To win a Super Bowl in Dallas is this is why Dak Prescott knows this. I've told y'all this before, and some people, you don't have to agree. I'm not asking you to agree. I'm not asking you to agree, but I'm telling you, if Dak Prescott wins a Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years, People are going to look at that one Super Bowl, and they're gonna go back and compare it to the Super Bowls that Troy Aikman won. I am telling you, with the way the Cowboys are currently constructed now, in a salary cap era, people will view it as being more impressive than any Super Bowl Troy Aikman won. Book it. Book it. Book it. If he wins a Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 seasons, which I believe he absolutely will, it will be more impressive than any Super Bowl Troy Aikman won. I'm telling you now, book it. There will be blood. There's nothing else that comes close. Now, soccer comes close. Maybe even surpasses it on a certain level. But there'll be nothing else close as far as the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you, I've lived long enough to see all of the Super Bowls the Cowboys have won. There's nothing like those Super Bowls. There's nothing like them. They changed television, man. They changed television. And in this internet social media age, Cowboys gonna shut this whole thing down. I'm telling you now, they'll shut this whole thing down. So to ask Von Miller, what would it mean to win a Super Bowl in Dallas? Come on, man. Stop this madness. Come on, man. Stop this madness. I know you just want to ask the question, you know. Stop this madness, man.
How deep do those roots go? Is that DeSoto as a DeSoto Eagle? Is it before that? And how did that come to be?
I think my very first teammate was my brother. So my very first teammate was my brother. It was just 2v2 back then. It was just me and him versus everybody. And, you know, I just built on that. My brother, we have the same mom and same dad, but he's 5'7", 150 pounds. Like, you got to learn your teammate. You got to know your teammate. That love started with my brother. And then when I started playing organized football, it started with my teammates there. It really blossomed when I went to Texas A&M, just really learning the guys. We weren't a very good team at first. Coach Sherman came in and installed some things with that team that kind of took root with me. And I was the first guy in the locker room. I was the last guy to leave. I controlled the aux cord. I DJ'd in the locker room. I told jokes. I told stories. And it just, my love for my teammates started at Texas A&M, and then it went over to the Denver Broncos, and you just build on that, especially when you get around other great teammates like Peyton Manning, DeMarcus Ware, Champ Bailey. You know, early on, like, dang, like, you just watch those guys and you watch how they handle the perception of everybody else looking at them, and they're able to use that to get more out of everybody else. And I'm in that position now too, and that's the same thing that I'm doing.
Okay, last one, and we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News. You mentioned that the Cowboys reached out pretty early to you.
Yeah.
How many other teams kind of reached out to generate or see some interest, and ultimately, what was the deciding factor?
Yeah, we talked to a lot of teams. I talked to a lot of players and coaches as well. For me, last year, I had two.
What up, the intelligence
offers,
savage?
Right, I had 2 contract offers from 2 totally different teams. It was the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. And for me, at that moment in time, you know, the best choice I felt for me was to go to the Washington Commanders. They had Jaden Daniels. I've always been a fan of DQ.
What up, Q-Town dude?
You know, Laramie Tunsil and all those guys they had over there. And I made that choice and I made the decision. I wouldn't say that.
Old school. Hey, it ain't the 40. Old school. It ain't the 49ers thing we need healing from. Old school. A lot of people think that this change in Jerry Jones' mind began with Brian Schottenheimer. Old school. I don't think those 49ers losses I don't think those broke Jerry Jones. I think somewhere in Jerry Jones' mind, old school, and you tell me what you think. I think somewhere in Jerry Jones' mind, old school, Jerry Jones kind of thought those 49ers teams might have actually been better than those Cowboys teams. Because I'll tell you this, those teams were loaded defensively. Those were juggernaut defenses. But I'm going to tell you what really started this change. That 2023 season against the Green Bay Packers, it broke Jerry Jones. I don't know if a lot of us realize this. That broke Jerry Jones. That broke that man. We were the #1 seed in 2023. And if there was ever a time to blame Jerry, I blame Jerry. Jerry had Dan Quinn with no linebackers. Everybody knew we couldn't stop the run. We were one-dimensional in the pass game. CeeDee Lamb came off a 1,700-yard season. We were CeeDee Lamb or bust. We didn't have a wide receiver that was even worthy of being really called a third wide receiver. I mean, we had Brandon Cooks. He wasn't in his prime no more. We couldn't run the ball. It was insane of how delusional Jerry Jones was in 2023. Jerry Jones thought, because I paid Dak Prescott all this money and Mike McCarthy is my coach, I'm not going to go get Bobby Wagner. I'm not going to go and improve this defense. I'm not going to do something about the run game. I'm not going to try to bring in another wide receiver because I'm going to let Amari Cooper go the year before 2023. And I'm going to prove that we can win with... Boy, it just makes me mad thinking about this stuff. Jerry Jones actually was delusional in 2023 and thought we were going to beat the Green Bay Packers because they were the lowest rated seed. And, oh, I know they're on a run and they're hot, but we're better than them. No, we were not. Jerry Jones got humiliated. Number 1 seed. If I'm not mistaken, we were the number 1 seed or the number 2. Might have been the number 2. We're at home. We're at home. And we got humiliated. That broke Jerry Jones. I'm telling y'all right now, that broke Jerry Jones. It broke him. It broke him. We done boys said it broke me too. It broke you too, we know boys. It broke me too. Hey, old school. That broke Jerry Jones, man. It broke him. It did. Man, let me tell you something. Jerry Jones is a very mentally tough individual. If there was ever a time that if Jerry could have, he would have cried in front of people, Jerry Jones would have cried, man. It broke him. I'm telling you, it broke Jerry Jones, man. Jerry Jones was so mad in 2023. Jerry Jones came back in 2024 and said, everybody in this thing is on a lame duck contract. Everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are on this coaching staff. You are on a lame duck contract. I ain't bringing back none of y'all. Boy, it broke Jerry Jones. Man, Jerry Jones was determined. Man, he let that 2024 team. Man, Jerry Jones let that 2024 team play on. Man, it was a joke what he had that team playing with. It was a joke. Jerry didn't care. Mike McCarthy, you're not sitting on the couch eating nachos and drinking beers and getting paid by the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to let your butt come out here and coach this raggedy team. You're going to coach this raggedy team. And you gonna sink, because it wasn't no sink or swim. It was not sink or swim. You gonna sink. All y'all ninjas gone out of here, man. All y'all gone. It broke him. I'm telling you, man, it broke him. It absolutely broke him. You could tell the way Jerry Jones was moving in 2024. That man was broke. Shoot, if that man, I bet you this, I bet you he cried in the car. Shoot. Or in Jerry's case, I bet you cried on the helicopter. Old school. You tell me what you think. I think that was the real change. That broke Jerry Jones. In 2024, Jerry Jones took a whole year to figure out, now how am I going to make a change? How am I going to make a change? That man took a whole year. Boy, y'all better hear me what I'm telling you. Boy, Jerry took a whole year to get over that nonsense, boy. Jerry took a whole year. Shoot, Jerry told Mike McCarthy, you coach this raggedy team because you won't get no extension here. That's why I was laughing at people talking about, oh, yeah, man, Jerry did want to extend Mike McCarthy. When? Shoot, stop playing, man. Shoot. Boy, Jerry was done, bro. Jerry was done. That 2023 broke him, bro. Sisters, and I'm telling y'all, brothers and sisters, it broke Jerry Jones 2023, man. It did. It broke him. It broke him.
It was a mistake or anything like that. That was the decision that I made, and then you go through the season and you look over and the Seattle Seahawks win it. So this year, I really wanted to be intentional with.
Old school, I'm laughing, bro. Old school, you said it broke you too, bro. Old school. You said it broke you, bro. He said it broke me too. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. Your dig said it broke. Your dig said it broke him too, man. He said it broke him too. Boy, that broke a lot of people, bro. That broke a lot of people, man. Demetrius Noel, he said, I'm a true Cowboys fan, but the most prestigious sport in the world is Brazil. They draw an audience of 3.2 billion, Super Bowl just 123 million. Yes, soccer. That's why I mentioned soccer. And Demetrius Noel, appreciate that super chat, man. The thing is, Demetrius Noel, and this is where the NFL is trying to take the NFL. They wanted to compete with that World Cup. Yeah, they wanted to compete with that World Cup. Old school said it did. Boy, old school, I bet you some people lost some TVs in that 2023 playoff game, boy. I bet people lost TVs in that 2023 playoff game. Larry Hunter, I don't think I've seen Jerry Jones as disappointed as he was after that Green Bay loss. Hey, Poopa D, every playoff loss hurts me. Hey, but I'm telling you, bro, that one in 2023, man, that broke some folks right there. Shoot, that was almost, man, that was worse than the catch, I think, man. That was worse than the catch, bro.
You know, the decision that I made and what team that I went to. And it's crazy because I ran into Dak in Vegas probably like a month ago. You know, he was sitting in the high limit gambling. I just sat down with Dak and we just started gambling together and talking, and I was like, hey man, y'all, it's about time for Dak.
Wait a minute. The Von Miller said he was over, he saw Dak in the high, what do he call it, the high gambling spot? Hey man, I guess Dak said, what else I'm gonna do with that money, man? He said, what else I'm gonna do with that money, man? Man, this man said he saw Dak Prescott a month ago. Let me rewind this, man.
Time, you know, you got to break through one
funny,
of these
bro.
teams. All those guys they had over there, and I made that choice and I made the decision. I wouldn't say that it was a mistake or anything like that. That was the decision that I made, and then you go through the season and you look over and the Seattle Seahawks win it. So this year I really wanted to be intentional with, you know, the decision that I made and what team that I went to. And it's crazy because I ran into Dak in Vegas probably like a month ago. You know, he was sitting in the high limit gambling. I just sat down with Dak and we just started gambling together and talking. And I was like, hey man, y'all, it's about time for Dak. It's about time. You know, you got to break through one of these teams. You got to break through one of these years. I think this year you'll be able to do it. Like, you got everybody to do it. And that was, I didn't have any inkling on, you know, being a Dallas Cowboy. That just happened naturally. And then the Cowboys reached out and I was just like, bro, this is a sign. Like, this is a sign for me. And, you know, we worked on it, talked to some other teams, but ultimately, you know, my love for the Dallas Cowboys, my chicken farm is here, my family's here. Just by being a Dallas Cowboy and wearing that star, it was beneficial to me and my family, and that's what ultimately made the decision for me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it, man. Von Miller just told us something very important. Von Miller just told us something very important. The Cowboys were a business decision. The Cowboys were a life decision. And don't let this part slip through the cracks. Von Miller, and I know why he did this. Von Miller thought the Washington Commanders were going to go to the Super Bowl. Now, why would he think the Washington Commanders were going to go to the Super Bowl? Why would he think the Washington Commanders were going to the Super Bowl? Does anybody remember what they did in Jaden Daniels' rookie season? The Washington Commanders went to the NFC Championship game in Jaden Daniels' rookie season. So automatically, do y'all remember last year before the season started? Oh my gosh, they had Washington Commanders at the top of every list. Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl. Are they? Oh yeah, they're going to the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't Von Miller want to play for the Washington Commanders? Only for the Washington Commanders to totally collapse. And this is one of the reasons, y'all might not realize this. This is one of the reasons why Dan Quinn was available to be the Dallas Cowboys defense coordinator. Dan Quinn has the worst Super Bowl collapse in NFL history. There is no greater Super Bowl collapse than the Atlanta Falcons being up by what, 21, 25, 28 points? For them to be up all of those points and nobody still can figure out how they lost. You fired. Yeah, you fired, bro. Not fired, you fired. Yeah, you're fired. Dan Quinn, absolute failure in that Super Bowl. And nobody finds it to be strange? Yeah, he didn't have the players with Dallas. But then he comes in 2023. And what does he have? I'm going to tell you, he didn't have all the players that he needed. But even Stephon Gilmore said, it was strange to me that Dan Quinn changed up from the defense he had been running the entire season. He changed it and went to something else. Yeah. You want to know why? Another epic collapse. Yeah, another epic collapse. Another epic collapse. Yep, you dig? Another epic collapse. Some people are not connecting these dots. This dude had one of the biggest failures. Now he's with the Washington Commanders. Goes over there, catches a genie in the bottle, and everybody, oh, Dan Quinn. Only for Dan Quinn to now be on the hot seat. That's why Von Miller went to the Commanders last year. Because everybody before the season started had predicted they were going to pick up where they left off. And they were going to win. They went to the NFC Championship game last year. Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl the following year. Yeah, where'd they go? Where'd they go the following year? Decimated with injuries. Jaden Daniels can't stay healthy. And I've said before, if that man keep running the ball, he won't last 5 years in this league. He's too small. He's too small. That is why this man is on the hottest of hot seats. And all of that to say, Von Miller was strategic last year. He looked at that team and he said, I believe that team is going to the Super Bowl. They didn't. So, why did he come to the Cowboys? Business, life. He's watching the Dallas Cowboys. He's watching the moves they made. And Von Miller is saying to us, he believes this team can win a Super Bowl this year. Not next year. Von Miller came here to win a Super Bowl. He believes this team can win. He absolutely does. He believes this team can win. Let me show you something I drew while Von Miller was talking. Let me show you something else that Von Miller is talking about. Let me show you something Von Miller's talking about. Yeah, self-sabotage. I see y'all talking about it. A lot of people said it was self-sabotage. Let me show you something real quick. This is the old Dallas Cowboys. Right here. This is the Dallas Cowboys before Shotty. This. Y'all see this on your screen? Yeah, this. This is the Dallas Cowboys before Shotty. This is the pie of responsibility before Shotty became the head coach. Jerry Jones is the one that created this nonsense. We only go as far as Dak take us. This is the part of the responsibility pie that Dak had. Dak had 90% of the responsibility. That other little piece of pie right there, that's the rest of the team. That's the coaching. That's the ownership. That's that right there. That part. That part right there. This is why we were not going anywhere. Right there. We were not going anywhere with that nonsense. This is us now. This is us now. Notice how this pie is all equally divided, or at least as good as I could do it. This is the pie now. 25% offense, 25% defense, 25% special teams, 25% front office, coaching, you name it. That all equals up to 100%. Do you notice something that I did there? I don't have one player singled out. Instead, I have three things there. Culture. And I say I got three things. I can't even read. I forgot the third one here. Culture, mentality, and leaders. That's the biggest change we've made. Culture, mentality, leaders. That's a championship team. You're going nowhere with this. You're going nowhere with that junk. That is bull junk right there. This is a championship team. And you know what the Cowboys, what they've done that is so powerful within inside of all of this? In the past, the true leadership on this team in the past, this was the true leadership. Right there. That was the leadership. It really was. Oh, and let me add this. This was the true leadership. But the Cowboys, because they were looking at paying players, they were trying to make Michael into a leader. They were trying to make Diggs into a leader. They were trying their best to make their quote-unquote best players into leaders. D-Law couldn't be a leader here because he was fighting Michael Parsons. Micah thought because he was the best player on defense that he should be the leader even over D-Law. It was a hot mess. This is the problem the Dallas Cowboys had. But isn't it strange what the Cowboys have done now? So now when you look at the Cowboys on this side of the ball on offense, think about this. How many leaders do they have now? How many? Can we count the ways? How many leaders do the Cowboys have now? How many do they have now? Isn't it amazing how many they have now? Let's think about it on the defensive side of the ball. How many leaders do the Cowboys have now? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Look at how many leaders we have now. It is absolutely insane when you think about what the Cowboys have done. Let's think about the Cowboys coaching staff. These are just the ones that I'm just off the top of my head I'm mentioning. This is the coaching staff. Let's think about Jerry Jones. Jerry and Stephen Jones. They are in GM of the Year territory. Will McClay and his team. Everybody has been doing their part. Special teams. This team is absolutely loaded, not with players, it's loaded with leadership. And it all goes back to these three things. This is what Shotty worked on changing. Culture. Today, we saw mentality, and we are watching leadership. You think about what the Joneses did. They couldn't draft him. What did they do? They traded for him. They traded for the leadership. Isn't this insane? Look at all these people that they traded for. They traded. They couldn't draft all of them. They traded. That's what they went in there and did. They traded. Went and got a free agent. They drafted. They drafted. They drafted. They traded. They developed. You look at the latest one, as in Ty Booker. Drafted. BB. Of course, we already know Lamb. We already know Ty Smith. We already know these guys. They're the elder statesmen. But again, you look at everything that they've done so far, and all I'm telling you is this is a championship level team. This was bull junk. That's all it was. It was a bunch of bull junk. And I want you to think about this. If you think about what the Cowboys did, I'm going to do my best right here. You'll see what this is as I'm drawing it. But I'm going to show you something else, the Cowboys, in what they did. If this is a scale, this scale used to be, this is Dak, this is the team. This is what this scale used to be. And as a matter of fact, if we really draw this scale the right way, the Dallas Cowboys had a dumb scale. The Dallas Cowboys scale was dumb. The Dallas Cowboys scale was actually like this. This was the Cowboys scale. Yeah, this was the Cowboys scale right here. And this is the team. This is how dumb we were. And this is why Dak Prescott gets all of this flack. This is what we were. Just dumb. I don't care how you slice it. This was one of the dumbest concepts that Jerry Jones had. But now when you look at this team, all you see now is balance. It's just a balanced team. Bottom line. It's a balanced team. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at a balanced team. You're looking at offense, defense, and you could maybe put them over here. Defense. I'm going to put special teams on this side. And I'm going to put the front office on this side. Now you're looking at balance. That's a championship level team. They have moved every one of these players that they bring in. I want y'all to think about what they're doing, Cowboys Nation. Every one of these players that the Cowboys bring in, they're taking more and more and more weight off the shoulders of Dak Prescott. That's exactly what they're doing. Instead of putting the entire weight of the world on Dak Prescott, they're now distributing the weight on the shoulders of the entire team. Yeah, that's how you win championships, brothers and sisters. That's how you win championships. And that's why I'm not looking at this Von Miller thing the way some people are. People want Von Miller. Oh, he's not the player that comes in and tips us over the top. Well, maybe his mentality is. Yeah. Maybe it's his mentality that helps us to get over the top. Timothy Govan, appreciate that super chat. He said, G, your thoughts. Guiding to right tackle and sign a veteran left tackle. Also move Leaf out of safety and replace Bell. You already know. You speaking my language, brother. Timothy Govan. I forget the draft pick that the Cowboys just drafted, but they're doing the same dumb thing with him. I think he played left tackle. They're trying to make him play right tackle. I say move Guyton to right tackle. Everybody wants Ty Smith to stay at the left guard. Okay, leave him at the left guard. Well, doggone it, go get Taylor Decker then, doggone it. Go get Taylor Decker. And I'll tell you right now, that little contract of $3.6 million, I think it is, that Bell has, I believe that Maurice Leupke could be a better asset because I don't think the Cowboys are going to keep Hooker. I don't think they're going to keep P.J. Locke. If I were the Cowboys, I really would think about moving Maurice Leupke to safety. I really would. Jalen Thompson is here to stay. I would think about moving Maurice Leupke and see if Maurice Leupke can pick up that safety position. I think it's a little late in training camp to try to do it. Because I got a feeling, man, Leupke was on his last breath over here. Unless he plays special teams, but we'll see. But you already know where I am. Real Estate Vet said, think about it. He knows how to beat the Chargers O-line now. Yeah. I tell you what, man, Vaughn was over there in the Commanders world too last year, boy. Shoot. Man. Mark Davis, he said, man, G, like that breakdown for real, for real. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I'm telling us, man, we're balanced now. We're balanced. We don't need to no longer think of this team as in players. We need to start thinking as this team as a team. This has been our biggest issue, and Jerry Jones created that junk. Jerry created that junk. Oh, we only go as far as Dak take us. Man, and y'all know I love me some Jerry Jones. Boy, if I would have had Jerry Jones' personal number, I would have called Jerry Jones after he made this statement. We only go as far as Dak Prescott take us, and this is where he took us. Ooh. Boy, Jerry used to make me so mad when he would say that. Oh, he would make me so mad. How do you do that to a player? How do you do that? It's crazy, man. Man, I'm just so glad we're not there anymore. Amen. I'm so glad we're not there anymore. I am so glad we are not there no more. We got players like Von Miller in here now. Players like Quentin Williams. Guys like Caleb Downs. We got players in here now saying, hey, man, move some of that weight on my shoulder, man. Move some of that weight on my shoulder. This is a team. I have no problem with people looking up to Dak Prescott as the leader because he's an incredible leader. But that don't mean you put everything on the shoulder or the shoulders of the leader. Heck no. No, man, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to battle for my leaders. I'm going to battle. Whoever's leading me, I'm going to battle for you. I'm sorry. Shoot, I'm going to battle. I don't sit back and watch leaders. I go to battle for leaders. That's what I do. I go to battle for leaders. Man, this is crazy stuff we were doing over here. All right, Cowboys fans, we've had about 3 hours. I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, I'm not going to get all of these in for today. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. Y'all put your notification bells on. If I don't fall asleep, I have done 2 nights in a row of Cowboys After Dark. For all you folks who stay up late, turn your notification bells on. Turn your notification bells on. I think we might be looking at another Cowboys After Dark. Yeah, I think we're gonna be looking at another Cowboys After Dark tonight. Cause ain't no way I can get all these in. I told my wife I was gonna cook her some steaks tonight. So I'm sure she down there looking at the stream right now wondering, when is he getting off that stream? I'm gonna go ahead and get off the stream. I'm gonna stay up late tonight for y'all, Dallas Cowboys fans. I'm gonna do it for y'all tonight. Amen. I'm gonna do it for Cowboys Nation tonight. We them boys who got work in the morning. Okay. You'll catch me on the replay. Turn on them notification bells. Miss Major said, Miss Major said, put your hold your breath. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all put them notification bells on. Your boy got every intention on coming back tonight. Miss Major said, hit that like button. Hey, I got a lot more. I mean, I got some more great segments. That's why I think I'm gonna have to come on tonight. Said this fan show, he said, I can't stay up, G, I'm old. Man, let me tell you something, man. I'm feeling the same way, man. I'm feeling the same way, man. I'm telling you right now, boys. I'm telling you right now, man, I'm feeling the same way. But hey, man, I'm doing it for Cowboys Nation. I am doing it for Cowboys Nation. We just got too much, man. I can't afford to get behind. I got to make sure Cowboys Nation is getting everything that it needs. Everything that it needs and everything that it wants. Yeah, we got more Cowboys to talk about. So, man, I appreciate y'all. Poopa D, you like me. You said if I don't fall asleep. Boy, you like me, man. Boy, you like me, bro, if I don't fall asleep. We them boys. He said, I'm coming. He said, I'm coming to get some of that steak. Hey, we them boys. Man, I wish we could get some of that chicken, man. I wish we could get some of that chicken. Shoot. Get some of that doggone chicken, man. Hey, you dig? I say that all the time in my preaching, man. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Don't intend to do good, do good. Yeah. Don't intend to do good, do good. Derrick Rose, turn that notification bell on. But if I do, it'll be 12:30 or 12:45. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in there, but it'll probably be 12:30. It'll be 12:30. So y'all make sure, turn those notification bells on. I'll see y'all later on tonight on Let's Talk Cowboys. Until the next time, oh man, we grooving over here, Bass. We grooving. I'm gonna change my setup so I can do a little bit of a dance as we get ready go into the new season. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure so I can do a little bit of dancing. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.